Your lawsuit is, so you did no work in the house. At some point, you say you were notified, and you must have reports to show me, that there was stuff going on in the house that caused your neighbors to call the police, and the police came. There was domestic violence. When you finally heard about it, you went and you found that the whole property looked like a trash house. She had vehicles parked in the front. She had a trailer in the back, up in the backyard where some other people were living.
Correct.
What kind of trailer?
I wasn't there when the trailer was there
Well, how do you know there was a trailer there?
because of his paperwork. It was there at one point in time, but
So there was a trailer. Well, and let's get it straight.
Yes, there was a
Because either
trailer.
he has pictures.
yes, there was a
I
trailer.
mean, you can make up things. You can make up things, you know, like you're the Wicked Witch of the North, or you're like the Good Witch from the East, or whatever it is. But for him to say had a trailer parked in the yard, that's not something
It wasn't
that he makes up.
mine. It was something to do with him and the people that were back there.
Who?
Gary.
You mean he had tenants living back there in a trailer?
He told them people they could put the trailer back there.
That's a lie,
Just-
Your Honor.
Hey, listen, I find a lot about you suspect. Just from the foot to foot, I find a lot about you suspect. Did you move the trailer back there?
I did not know.
Do you know who did?
I know who put the trailer back there, yes.
Who did?
Renee and Tyler.
Who is that?
It's a mutual friend of all of ours.
What was your relationship with the guy who was living in this house, his business partner?
We were just friends. His daughter also lived there too in the beginning. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I was downstairs. Fred and his daughter were upstairs.
Who lived in the trailer?
Nobody lived in the trailer. The trailer was just parked there.
Now, at some point you moved to evict Miss Warburg. Tell me when you moved to evict her, and first tell me when, and then I'd like to see the paperwork indicating why, and the
That
documentation
was
to support.
September 12th, 2016.
Okay, tell me why.
Why? I got a call from officer of the Brooklyn Park Police Department.
I'd like to see the report.
Okay. Here's the eviction notice,
No. First I want to see the
All right.
police report,
police reports.
and
These
then...
are for abatements, and these are from the Brooklyn Park Police.
Okay, good. Who's Kathleen Marie?
It's my friend.
And Pixley was your boyfriend?
Yes,
And you had an argument with him on July 19th?
I did.
And you wanted him out of the house?
Right.
So you told your friend who was staying with you to call the police and get him
She
out of...
wasn't staying with me. She was there. I was at the cemetery.
No, I understand, but she had been there for a couple of days, according to the police report.
She'd been there. She'd spent the night. Yes.
And you told her to call the police to have them get him out of there.
Yes.
Okay. So he didn't want to leave. You came back from the cemetery on July 19th, and then you had another fight with him, and the police came back to the house on
Yes.
that date. Okay. And he was off his meds, is that
Right.
correct? And he did some damage inside the house.
No, he spit on the floor. Mm-hmm. He didn't break anything.
According to the police report, he
I'm not talking to you yet. And your daughter had gotten into a verbal argument with the same boyfriend back in May?
No, that was her boyfriend.
Oh, that's a different person.
Right.
Your daughter has a drug problem?
Yes, she does.
Boyfriend too?
No.
He does not?
No, he does not. He's clean and sober.
Your Honor, I have evidence that he OD'd.
That was my boyfriend.
We're talking about her daughter's boyfriend. Kathleen is the same person.
Right.
She also called the police on the 19th?
That's the same
Same
day.
day. Then again on July 23rd?
I believe that was Julie had called the police that day. Mm-hmm. And that was about Mariah's boyfriend. And he had showed
Was your
up there.
daughter's boyfriend staying at the house?
No, he was not. Not at
But
that
your
time.
daughter was?
No, my daughter wasn't either. I had custody of their kids at that time.
Her kids?
Mariah's, my daughter's children, my grandchildren,
How old are they?
2 and 5.
You have them through the foster care system?
I did.
So what was she doing in the house?
She wasn't there.
She was in your house.
What date was that?
Whatever date it was, what was she doing in the house?
No, in the beginning she was allowed there. It was after she didn't show up to court, and I believe that was in July or August. It was in August, and then she wasn't allowed there. But they were allowed to see the kids. Both her and Philip were. Philip's got custody of the children now.
Who does?
The father, the dad. He got them back. He did everything he had to.
Who's Renee Curtis?
She's one of the ones that put the trailer in the backyard.
And Tyler is her boyfriend?
Yes.
And he was also in the trailer?
He wasn't there that time.
But
no.
he had been in the trailer?
He had been, yeah.
So based on these reports, you moved to evict her?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I would too.
Anybody would.
You don't have to help me. I would too. Miss Brooke, who are these two adorable young boys?
My boys.
And They go to school,
Yes.
and you were picking them up from school.
Yes.
On what date?
I picked them up on February 1st, 2018.
They were already in the car,
Yes.
and you were driving.
Yes, Your Honor.
How far away from the school were you?
Within feet of the school.
How many feet? From where to where?
From like here.
From where you are
From
to
standing from where I am to that door.
12 to 15 feet.
Yes, Your Honor.
And how many children go to that school?
Probably like 500 kids.
And the children all get out at the same time?
Yes, Your Honor.
What time?
They get out at 3 o'clock.
And there are a lot of parents that pick up their children from school,
Yes.
by car.
Yes.
So if I were a parent picking up my child from school, I would be traveling about 2 miles an hour, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Around the school. That's slow until I got away from it. This is what your case is about. According to you, on February 1st of this year, you picked up your boys at school, and the defendant's little girl came running out, darting out into the road, collided with your car. And when she collided in your car, she broke your mirror on your car.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the little girl ended up being taken away in an ambulance
Yes.
and had a fractured clavicle and severe bruising requiring stitches to her chin. I assume you have all those medical records for me
Yes,
to
and I
look
have
at.
pictures as well.
Just a second. And now what your lawsuit is you want her mother to pay for the mirror on your car.
Yes, Your Honor. She collided. I was going very slowly, and it was a side impact. I did not hit her. She ran into me, and she was going against the crossing guard, going in an area where you're not supposed to be crossing at all. And I heard the crossing guard scream, "Stop!" And that's the moment that she hit my vehicle.
You understand that just by the expression on my face, if you are an intelligent woman, you understand that you have an uphill battle with me. Because you're in a school zone, you're in a school area, you've just picked up your 2 toddlers. What's his name?
Tyler.
Now, if someone else were picking up Tyler at school, and you got a call that Tyler was in the hospital because he was crossing the street to get into the car that was waiting to pick him up, and he had a fractured clavicle, and he had bruising and stitches, he needed stitches on his face, would you think that the person who hit him should have been more cautious?
No, not if you understand the scenario and the situation. There's a video that I have.
I'd like to see it. Just say, I don't see what you...
What I'm sharing with you, I took that video when there was no cars there, but that's the entrance and the exit to the car. Going back, it's a 2-way lane.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither does anybody else who's watching this.
If I could explain, it's a 2-lane road. One is going southbound to go into the school, and the other is going northbound, going out. The cars are completely... I was going northbound, and I was going extremely slow.
Just a second. You were going out of the school.
I was going out of the school. I passed the school fence, so it happened a few feet out of the school. I was going
15 feet.
I was going extremely slow, and then all the cars on that side, it's car after car after car. It is not a school, an area to cross. Where Emmy had crossed is not an area to cross. There's a multitude of car after car after car after car. There is no crossing guard standing over there. I'm on the opposite, going very, very, very slow.
Very, 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 very slow.
Yes, I was going extremely slow.
Explain, if you were going so slowly, explain her broken clavicle. Listen to me, without talking. If you're going so slowly and the child hits your mirror so that you're practically at a standstill, because that's the way you should be when you're exiting a school where 500 children are coming out of a school, whether they're crossing at a crossing place or not, where they're crossing at a crossing space where they're supposed to cross or not. You're the parent, you're the grown-up. Kids sometimes cross where they're supposed to, sometimes kids cross where they're not supposed to. Until I don't see any children anymore, I'm going to be crawling out of here. So if she hits your car, if she runs into your car, she can't run with the speed to cause her clavicle to break unless your car is also moving. And it may not have been going 30 miles an hour, maybe it was going 10 miles an hour, but fast enough for you to injure her. Because if your car wasn't moving that fast, she wouldn't have been that injured. I don't know if she was that injured. I'm going to take a look.
It was a side impact. It was not a front impact.
Sure.
It was a side impact. There was nothing.
Just a sec. Show me how it was a side. I'm curious. I would like to see how it was a side impact.
May I show you the picture?
Absolutely. Because that would have meant that she ran into your car seeing it, because the mirror is in the middle of your car.
She literally ran into the car. And the moment that she smacked against my car, I promptly stopped. It was a side impact. It was not any front impact.
Just a second.
That is my mirror that she fell completely off.
You can't tell this was a side impact. How can you tell this was a side impact?
That's exactly where it hit. And my entire side mirror fell off.
Well, I know it was your side mirror, but that doesn't mean that she ran into your side mirror. It means she collided with your side mirror.
Yes, that's exactly where it happened. Okay. And the car stopped on a dime. There was nothing I could do to avoid the situation. And I have also the crash report that speaks to that as well.
I'm more than happy to look at it.
Please.
Who are you?
I'm the crossing guard.
Good. Stand up, please. Tell me your name, sir.
Mark Masansnik.
Mr. Masansnik, you were the crossing guard?
That's correct.
Are you going to tell me that this little girl was crossing not where she's supposed to cross?
This little girl was ready to dart across the street. She's supposed.
No, don't tell me what she was ready for.
Okay.
I want you to answer my question first, and then I will elicit the information that I need. She was not crossing in a designated area.
Correct.
Did you see her when she was about to step off?
Yes, I did.
Did you tell her not to cross?
I yelled at her to stop.
The time you yelled at her to stop, did you see the plaintiff's car?
Yes, I did.
Did you yell at her to stop because you saw the plaintiff's car? The answer would be yes.
Yes.
Were you standing behind the plaintiff's car or in front of the plaintiff's car?
In front of the car.
So if plaintiff was paying attention, she would have seen Emmy about to cross the street, because we're talking about a 15-foot, that's what she testified to, that from where she was to where Emmy was about 15 feet. And how far from where Emmy was were you?
About 30 feet.
You're standing 30 feet away from Emmy. And how far away from Emmy was the plaintiff?
Actually, when she ran, right on top of her. She ran just as Miss Brooke was on top of her. She had no time to do anything.
Sit down.
Can I say something, please? Where she was coming out of, children do not come out of there. Where the fence ends is where 99% of the parents come pick if they're walkers, they're picking their kids up. No one is expecting a child to come out from where they're coming out from.
Then they're stupid. If 500 children are coming out of a school at the same time...
They are not coming out from there. That is not true. The children do not come out where this accident happened.
You're not paying attention. When 500 children are dismissed from a school at the same time, if they come out from under, over, underneath, aside from a fence at where they're supposed to cross, that's what parents are supposed to anticipate.
It was a side impact. I couldn't control what was happening.
Don't say a thing. Don't say a thing.
It was a side impact. I did not hit her. She ran right into me. As soon as she ran, I stopped. I did not see her because I didn't expect the child to come out where they're not supposed to.
That's your problem. That's exactly right. You did not expect her to come. She came out of the wrong place. She came out from a place she wasn't supposed to come. I buy it. 100%. I buy it. You're the grown-up. Anticipate an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old is going to come out, cross the street.
Not from the side.
Listen, she's not fixing your mirror.
No.
Get it through your head. She's not fixing your mirror. You should go like this. What a tragedy this could have been. What an absolute horrendous ending.
Just because a person is driving a car doesn't mean that person is wrong. It was a side impact.
Just a second. I didn't so far say you were wrong. I said to you, you're the grown-up. You're supposed to anticipate. And instead of suing her mother to fix your mirror, what you should be saying is, thank God I didn't kill her. Thank God my car didn't. Instead of her hitting her clavicle on the mirror, she could have hit her. If she was shorter, like Tyler, she would have hit her head on the mirror and would have been gone. And then if she were gone, would I have sued her mother for the damage to my mirror? I'm asking you a hypothetical question. What, instead of breaking her clavicle and causing some stitches, the collision between the child and your car killed her? Would you be suing her mother for the broken mirror on your car? I want you to think about your answer very carefully. I just want to find out who I'm dealing with. Instead of hurting her, you killed her. Would you be suing her mother to replace the mirror on your car?
You're making the implication that I hit her
No, I'm
intentionally,
not.
and I did not hit
No,
her
I'm not.
intentionally
Madam,
by any stretch.
Madam, I am not making that implication at all. I asked you a question which I will rephrase to you because perhaps you don't understand
Absolutely
English.
not.
Of course
I
not.
did not want her to get injured,
John,
and
no, listen to me.
immediately after I
That's-
stopped, I did everything correctly. I
You're
did
not,
every. I
you're
stopped.
not
I did what
answering
I
my
had to
question.
do.
I'm going to get an answer to my question. Let us assume, for this hypothetical, that instead of Emmy being the size she is, instead of breaking her clavicle, killed her. My question is, would you be suing her mother to replace the mirror on your car? That is either a yes or a no.
I don't know. I'm not going to answer that.
Why
I'm
not?
gonna answer
It's the
that.
same. Why not?
Because it's not the same thing.
Oh, it's absolutely the same
It's
thing.
not
Well,
the sa-
it would be
it's-
different if it was
it's
your
not the
son's
same thing.
clavicle.
She ran into my vehicle.
Your case is dismissed. We're done. Now, you have a counterclaim.
Yes, I have
Okay.
a counterclaim.
Okay. I know you have a counterclaim, and she should have been more careful, and Emmy should have been crossing at a place where she was supposed to cross, right?
Correct.
Say
100%.
goodbye and say, I'm very lucky that my daughter was injured the way she was and wasn't seriously hurt and had 5 stitches, and next time she's going to cross at the green and not in between. She's going to cross where there's a guard. Are we finished? Perfect. Each of you claim that the other is responsible for an automobile accident that occurred in April of this year. Is that correct?
Yes.
Were you driving your own car?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving your own car?
Yes, ma'am.
Was your car insured?
Yes.
Was your car insured?
No, ma'am.
That's why we're here.
Yes, ma'am, but the accident was my fault, so
Well, if you had insurance, the insurance company would have dealt with that.
clear.
Is your car insured now?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you given a ticket for not having insurance?
No, ma'am.
Why not? Don't police ask regularly for license, registration, and insurance?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, they do. On the police report, he stated that he had nationwide.
May I see it, please? You told the insurance company you had nationwide insurance.
No, ma'am. I've been with USA since 17 years, ma'am.
So they made this up when they said insurance company nationwide. What kind of car were you driving?
I had a 2013 Nissan Rogue.
And you, sir?
2003 Infinity.
Where were you going?
Actually, ma'am, was going toward the lounge.
What time?
I think it was about 10:30, ma'am.
Why don't you go over to the Miss McIntosh and show me where your car was and how you were traveling?
This is La Vista and North Druid Hills Road. I'm this car. I was coming down North Druid Hills. The light was green. So as I was coming upon the intersection, I seen him turning and I said, he's not gonna make it. And I just braced for impact, and that's when we collided.
What kind of road is this?
It's a regular 4-section intersection.
How fast were you going?
About 40, 45.
Excessive.
You can step back. Your story is that you had a green arrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Police didn't do any other report?
There was an independent witness that was on the side that spoke up and came forward and said,
Didn't they? Just can't tell me what the witness said.
yes, ma'am.
Did you get the name of the witness?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the name of the witness?
Denham?
Do you have her information?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to have it.
It's on the police report. 3rd page.
So let's see if I can reach Miss Denham. If not, it's not going to go well for you, sir, because you don't have insurance. You understand that?
Well, ma'am, I have a
Perfect.
witness.
I don't care. So this idiot who was driving in the car with you, who was going to testify on your behalf as a witness, I'm not interested in. Because if you think that I think, or that any normal person would think, that you would bring a witness who was with you in the car to testify that she was in the right, why do I have to waste my 3 minutes asking him a question? When I have a perfectly independent witness who doesn't know either of you from a hole in the wall, said that she was in the turn lane waiting to make a left turn. Your car was behind her. The plaintiff had a green light. So there were green lights going in both directions. She was waiting because she saw the plaintiff's car coming straight. There is no green arrow there. You got impatient and went around her and cut her off to make the left turn. That's why she stopped, and that's why she gave the police her name, because you went around her car, cut her off, she was making a left turn, and there was no green arrow. How much was the damage to your car?
Ma'am, it was totaled. I had the insurance company and what they paid out.
Judgment
to
for the
finance.
plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. We're done. Thank you. Ms. Carter, you and the defendant have a child together. You are not married, you don't live together.
Yes, ma'am.
There came a time, sometime in September, when, according to your complaint, we're supposed to meet with the defendant to get some money.
Yes, ma'am.
And that was on September 16th. Where were you supposed to meet him?
At his mother's house.
And when had you made that appointment to meet him at his mother's house?
Earlier that day at work.
Tell me how that came around.
We were supposed to be like exchanging for getting diapers, wipes, little necessities.
Now, did that come around as a result of a phone call, a text message, an email?
Phone calls in Texas.
I'd like to see the text that you were coming to his mother's house, because that's not where he says you were supposed to meet. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
He says you were supposed to meet at,
Walmart.
which is where she works.
She works on Wall Triana. That's right down the road from where she works on her way. Could be on her way home, ma'am.
And what time were you supposed to meet her?
She got off work like 2:30, 3, so I said something around 3:30.
Did you go there?
No, ma'am,
Why not?
because she never called.
So she was supposed to call you.
Yeah, when she got off work to meet me.
Your Honor,
I'd like
I
to
can't
see.
find the text messages. It must have been a phone call. I apologize.
Was it text messages or phone
I
call?
was. It was a phone call. She was at work that morning. Well, she said she was at work. It was about 10, 11 o'clock. I said, meet me and I'll give you some money. When you get off, she's supposed to get off at like 2:30. And I said, meet me. I'll meet you somewhere on Wall Triana in the area, Walmart.
Okay, so you didn't call him. And I want to tell you something. I believe you were supposed to call him to meet him someplace. Let's understand each other. I've been doing this work a long time, and I'm looking at your face. And I know that you were supposed to call him to meet him at a sort of a neutral place, because this man looks scared to death, but he's not stupid. And there would have been no good reason for him to invite you to his mother's house and have his new girlfriend there. No good reason. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's usually, having lived all these decades, your curiosity that brought you to the house at 8 o'clock at night. Now, are you telling me that you didn't go there at 8 o'clock at night?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You went there at 8 o'clock at night. Where do you work?
I work at McDonald's.
And what time did you finish your shift at McDonald's?
2 or 2:30.
And is Walmart down the road from where you are?
Yes.
How long have you and the defendant been separated, not dating?
Since July of 2016.
And when was the baby born?
October the 20th, 2014.
From 2014 to July of 2016, was he giving you any money?
Every now and then.
When you asked him?
Yes.
So you never had any need or want to go to court to finalize a support order?
No, ma'am.
Between 2014, when your son was born, and July of 2016, where had you always met to get money from him?
His mother house, my job, we would go everywhere.
Give me the month and year you went to his mother's house to get money from him.
September 2016.
Not this date.
No.
Before this date.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the date?
September the 4th.
You remember that?
I don't recall, Your Honor, but I'm not saying it's wrong.
Okay. So September 4th, you went to his house at what time?
It was probably around 3 or 4.
Was he home?
He was there, yes, ma'am.
Did he give you money?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had arranged with him to come over after work?
Yes, ma'am.
By phone or text?
It was probably by phone, but I didn't call him when I got off. I just pulled up after I picked the kids up from the babysitter.
Well, how would he know to have money for you? Unless you had a conversation with him before that you were coming over.
It's just we'll talk like before I go to work, and I'll just come after I get off from work.
Work, fine.
Sometimes we
Just a
call,
second.
sometimes we don't.
Yes. Now we're getting tacky.
She stops when she passes and sees my car, so she don't think she has to call. But just because you see my car there, you just pull up and walk in. That's not okay.
Have you told her it's not okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Several times.
Just, how long have you and this young lady been dating?
Almost a year now.
When was the last time you told,
I'll
put your hand
say
down,
8
when was the
months.
last time you told Miss Carter it's not okay just to drive by and come in?
I say July.
Have you told her that once or more than once?
More than once.
Did you tell her why?
Because you never know what's going on. They might have somebody there. You never know what's going on to just pull up at someone else's house. It's not my house.
Whose house is it?
It's my mother's and stepfather's.
You don't live there.
No, ma'am.
Where do you live?
It's not too far, like 15 minutes away from me.
But she passes your mother's house.
Because she stays, her house is past. She had to pass my mother's house to get to her house.
She has to pass. I got it. So she passes your mom's house in order to get to her house.
Yes, ma'am.
How far is your work in minutes from his mother's house?
Probably 10 minutes.
And how far is your work from, let's say, the Walmart parking lot?
About 5 minutes.
So it's easier to meet in the Walmart parking lot.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's go back. September 16th, 3 o'clock, you're finished with work, you go to bed, the babysitter, you pick up the children, and then where do you go?
Well, they actually go to daycare during the week.
What?
And they don't get out until 6. Both of them go to 2 different schools.
Well, what did you do from 3 to 6?
From 3 to 6, I went grocery shopping. I took groceries home. We had a seafood boil at my friend's house.
Yeah, just a second. You're talking very fast.
Oh.
I asked you, what did you do from 3 to 6?
I went to Walmart and went grocery shopping.
So that would have been easy for you to meet him at Walmart.
I do believe I called his phone and he did not answer.
No, that's a fibber. So you went grocery shopping from 3 to 6. Is that what you're telling me?
Not all the way till 6. It was about 3 to about 5 o'clock.
Okay, and then where did you go at 5 o'clock?
I went to Indian Creek to pick up my oldest son, and I went to La Petite to pick up my baby boy.
Then where did you go?
To my friend's house for a seafood boil.
So you went for dinner someplace with your children.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you do?
I called him, and I don't think he answered, so I just pulled up at his mother's house.
Just a second. So we called and you didn't get an answer.
Which is typical for him. It happens all the time.
Evidently, it didn't happen on the 4th of September. You managed to hook up then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you're going to tell me the story that you want to tell me. You pull into the house. You saw his car. It's 8 o'clock at night. Your 2 children are in the back of the car. You get out of the car. You leave the 2 children in the back of the car.
Yes, ma'am.
You go to the front door.
Yes, ma'am.
And then what?
I go in the house.
Just a second. Well, when one is an uninvited guest, you knock at the door, you ring the doorbell, you wait for somebody to come to the door.
And they knew that I was in the house.
Don't tell me what they knew. You walked into the house without asking permission.
Yes, ma'am.
And then pick it up from there. You see, I've been doing this business a long time.
I go into the man cave.
What's the man cave?
It's on the other side of the house where they take part in adult activities.
Okay, and?
We were talking, like, are you going to give me the money? Oh, I spent the money on XYZ.
Hold on a second. Now, what's the first thing he said to you when he saw you?
What are you doing? I was like, I came to get the money.
What money?
The money to get the diapers and wipes.
How much money?
I think he said he was going to give me 50.
Now, he had just given you money on September 4th. How much did he give you on September 4th?
Probably 50.
Not 50, not probably. How
Around
much?
50.
Okay. And he said?
I don't have the money.
Is that what you said?
I was like, what you doing here? Because soon as I walk in, Destiny sits down. I ain't even had a chance to say hey to no one else. By the time I feel someone behind me, when I turn around, it's her. I say, what are you doing? What's going on? I came to get the money. Okay, why did you just pull up? You could have called me or anything. I give her money. I don't know if it was $40 to $50. And then I gave it to her. I was like, okay, now, that's it. You can leave. Now, why? She here. Why I can't be here too? She sit down.
Put your hand down. Go ahead, sir.
She sit down at the table. From then on, it was an argument for 10 to 15 minutes.
I want you, since I'm not going to get the story here,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like you to tell me what the argument was. She sat down at what table?
At the table where everyone was playing cards there.
How many people were there?
Like 8. That's just in the man cave part.
Was your girlfriend there?
Yes, ma'am.
What about your parents?
Yes, ma'am. My mother was on the other side of the house. My stepdad was in there with us.
Any brothers, sisters?
My brother was there and my sister was there also.
What happened next?
She started talking to my sister, Amanda. This was the problem. When I came in, they having a little get-together. I'm just stopping by to say hey. So I'm coming in.
Stop shaking your head. It's annoying.
I'm coming in on their get-together, okay? And then as soon as I walk in, I haven't even sit down yet, and I'm already making an altercation.
Is what you're saying, sir, you came in with your girlfriend?
Yes, ma'am.
Shortly before she came in?
Yes, ma'am.
About what time?
I say 7:57, and at 8 o'clock she was behind me.
Okay.
I think she was sitting across the street waiting on to see if I was gonna pull up or not. I don't know.
Okay. Now that you know that I know, do you understand? I want you to know that I know. Now we're going to pick up from the fact that you went into the house uninvited. You knew the house. You went to the back of the house that they call a man cave. He's there and his girlfriend and maybe another couple of people. He said there were 8 altogether. Now I want you to pick it up. And understanding, I know what went down there.
Okay.
Go.
As I'm talking to his sister, he grabbed
So now, just
me.
a second. So now you're talking to his sister. What were you talking to his sister about?
Going to the club.
Going
to
to
a strip
what club?
down the street.
You wanted to go with her to a strip club?
She was talking about she was going. I told her I would probably be there too.
Oh, and you're having this so you're having this long conversation with her in the house.
Yes.
And your 2 children are sitting in the back seat of the car.
Yes, ma'am.
Alone.
Yes, ma'am.
You got where I'm going? So now I don't believe at all that he said to you, I don't have any money. I believe he gave you money because otherwise you wouldn't be sitting having a discussion with his sister about meeting up with her later at a strip club while your 2 children are sitting alone in the back of the car. We understand each other?
Yes, ma'am.
Pick it up from there.
At that time, he reaches and grabs me by the hair, pulling me to the floor, dragging me out the house, kicking, pulling my hair, trying to hit me, all that.
You're a trespasser in the house. First of all, I don't believe you.
I have pictures.
I believe there was a fight. I believe there was a fight. How long were you in the house in total, from the time you went in uninvited until the time you exited the house? How long?
About 10 minutes.
And how old are your children?
6 and 2.
So you left a 6 and a 2-year-old alone in the back of the car while you were discussing with his sister going to a strip club later on that evening. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a police report. Now, Mr. Fitchard.
Yes, ma'am.
She says that while she was talking to her sister, you grabbed her by the back of the hair and pulled her out of
No.
the house, kicking and screaming. Is that what happened?
No, ma'am.
You want to tell me what happened?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I asked her to leave like 3 or 4 times. Then I stood in front of her. I said, please leave. I pointed to the door 3 times. By that time, about the 3rd time, I'm cussing. I'm like, freaking leave. Okay, by that time, she go to jump up and lunge at me. When she lunge at me and go to grab me, I grab her hair and hold. And by the time I grab her hair, the whole time, it is 8 people just knowing we finna fight. As soon as she lunged at me and I grabbed her, 6 people grabbed both of us. No one of us can move. She's down because I was holding her hair, ma'am. But that's it. She's punching, kicking. Then she locked on my knee, biting me. And then eventually they pulled her off of me, and my mom and my sister and someone else escorted her to the car. I sit in the house like 3 to 5 more minutes. She is out there going crazy. Both of us wants to leave, so I tried to leave, and she pulled her car in front of mine. That's what started the altercation where I had to turn my car around.
Your car was in first. Did she pull up behind yours?
No, ma'am.
Where did she pull up, and where were the children?
The children was in the back seat. She pulled up. It's like, okay, when the driveway go, it splits like this. I was right here. She pulled on this side behind another car.
You were both free to leave at that point.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to tell you what I think, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that she started all this trouble. There's no question in my mind she started all this trouble. I think that you exercised poor judgment when she left, when she was out of the house. What you shouldn't have done is gotten into your car in an attempt to leave while she was still on the scene.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
should have waited inside or called the police, let the police come, diffuse the situation. That was a mistake, because there's no question in my mind that she started this whole,
Yes, ma'am.
this whole problem for which she's not getting rewarded.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you file for a protective order?
No, ma'am. I didn't file a protection order because of our son.
Don't tell me because. You didn't file a protective order because if you filed for a protective order, there would have been a hearing, a trial, and there were 8 witnesses to what went down that day. That's why you didn't file for a protective order or press any charges against him. Now, do you visit with your son?
When we're not fighting, like,
So this is what I'm going to suggest to both of you.
yes, ma'am.
I think if the children live with you, the defendant, should pay a regular amount in child support and have a fixed time to visit with his son on his own terms, not your terms. That means that one or both of you can go to the family court. You ask to be legally declared child's father, which is an order of filiation and a paternity order. You say, I want a fixed order of visitation. Do you work?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they pay you by check?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. You tell the court, this is what I make, this is what I earn. And you tell the court that you want them to take a support order right out of your check so that you don't have to have anything to do with her with regard to money. Okay. And you tell the court that I want a fixed order of visitation so that she doesn't dictate when you get to visit. The court tells her when.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you don't pay the support order, then they will first take your driver's license away. They'll do all kinds of things. They'll take your tax return, and then they could put you in jail.
Yeah.
She doesn't allow you to see your son when the court tells her to. They will take the child and give him to you.
Okay.
That's what will happen. Now, you made a baby, and you have the responsibility to support that child, and you have the right to see that child. And he doesn't want to see you anymore. And his sister doesn't want to go to a strip club with you anymore. And you should be a little more concerned about your two children, ages 2 and 6, in the back of the car alone at 8 o'clock at night after you've already had an evening out with your friends. You should be more concerned than who he's with and what he's doing. You have no connection with him anymore. We understand each other?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
done with this case.
I was
I'm
wondering
done. I'm done
about
with
my
this case.
counterclaim?
Your counterclaim, I addressed, sir. I
Okay.
said, as unwise as it was for her to come to the house when she did, because she precipitated all this problem, it was equally as unwise for you to leave the house and get into this jockeying with cars, resulting in both cars getting damaged.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We're done. Ms. Sharp, it is your claim that Ms. Lopez actually scammed you out of money. She claimed to be an attorney. You turned over a trust to her that you wanted redone. You found out she was not an attorney, and you want your money back. In addition, she has papers that you claim belong to you, and those papers are the previous trust that you had that you wanted her to modify. First, do you have those papers?
No, ma'am.
Where are they?
They are in her possession. She refused to sign a certified letter. Can I
Well,
have the certified letter stating
Well,
that-
if she didn't sign for it, then they wouldn't have given it to her. If she refused to sign it, then you have to find out where they are.
I did contact the mail carrier, and they said that she kept possession of the letter, and it was a binder, and she just refused to sign the
document.
document. She wrote refused.
Okay. How did you find her?
Yes, I met Ms. Lopez through a closed Facebook group that is set up for residents of Chino and Chino Hills.
You met her online. On
Okay, I met her
Facebook.
online
On
in the Facebook group.
You met her online on Facebook.
But anyway,
did she tell you what she did for a living?
I asked her what she did. She told me she did labor and HR matters. And then she also said, well, I also do wills and trusts.
And you said?
I said, oh, I'm actually looking to redo my living trust. And I asked her, was she an attorney or a paralegal? She told me she was an attorney. And I asked her how much it was going to be, but she said that she needed to...
And this was all done?
In a message.
In a message?
Yeah, on Facebook.
I'd like to see that.
Yes.
I specifically want to see the part where she says, I'm an attorney.
Okay.
Well, you clearly stated to her in this exchange that you were an attorney. You want to show me something
Yes, please.
that's different from this?
Absolutely.
I'd like to see it. Just show her this, please. Now, you clearly told her you were an attorney. This ad also says attorney at law, Lucy Lopez. That's you. It's the same person. Are you, in fact, a licensed attorney?
I am not a licensed attorney, and that email that I provided shows a thread that the founder of that Facebook group created, that advertising.
I don't care. You were having a conversation with her as a prospective client. She asked you, are you an attorney or a paralegal? And your response to her was, I am an attorney.
Ma'am, I also stated that Fred was the attorney, and I gave her the contact information right below.
Yeah. She said, I need a civil attorney. You told her you were an attorney. That is not true. I thought maybe you just made a mistake, but you're a hustler.
I am not.
Oh, yes, you are, because you just said to me I referred her to an attorney. And what she said in the line immediately preceding that is, I have a civil case and I need a civil attorney, because she asked you what you did and you told her. Can you refer me to one? And I will certainly keep you in mind for my wills and trusts. And for the civil attorney, she referred you to a Fred.
There was a conversation prior to that.
Show me.
It was a
Show me.
It was a phone
Whatever money you
conversation.
took from her, you took under fraudulent pretenses that you're an attorney. You owe her. How much money did you send her?
$200 as a deposit. However, what I'm suing for...
I don't care what you're suing
Okay.
for. I want to know how much you sent her.
$200.
Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done. Thank you. Miss Carter, you and the defendant have a child together. You are not married. You don't live together.
Yes, ma'am.
There came a time, sometime in September, when, according to your complaint, we're supposed to meet with the defendant to get some money.
Yes, ma'am.
And that was on September 16th. Where were you supposed to meet him?
At his mother's house.
And when had you made that appointment to meet him at his mother's house?
Earlier that day at work.
Tell me how that came around.
We were supposed to be like exchanging for getting diapers, wipes, little necessities.
Now, did that come around as a result of a phone call, a text message, an email?
Phone calls in Texas.
I'd like to see the text that you were coming to his mother's house, because that's not where he says you were supposed to meet. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
He says you were supposed to meet at,
Walmart.
which is where she works.
She works on Wall Triana. That's right down the road from where she works on her way. Could be on her way home, man.
And what time were you supposed to meet her?
She got off work like 2:30, 3, so I said something around 3:30.
Did you go there?
No, ma'am,
Why not?
because she never called.
So she was supposed to call
Yeah,
you.
when she got off work to meet me.
I'd like
I
to
can't
see.
find the text messages. It must have been a phone call. I apologize.
Was it text messages? Or
It was a phone call. She was at work that morning. Well, she said she was at work. It was about 10, 11 o'clock. I said, meet me and I'll give you some money. When you get off, she's supposed to get off at like 2:30. And I said, meet me. I'll meet you somewhere on Wall Triana in the area, Walmart.
Okay, so you didn't call him. And I want to tell you something. I believe you were supposed to call him to meet him someplace. Let's understand each other. I've been doing this work a long time, and I'm looking at your face. And I know that you were supposed to call him to meet him at a sort of a neutral place, because this man looks scared to death, but he's not stupid. And there would have been no good reason for him to invite you to his mother's house and have his new girlfriend there. No good reason. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. It's usually, having lived all these decades, your curiosity that brought you to the house at 8 o'clock at night. Now, are you telling me that you didn't go there at 8 o'clock at night?
Yes, ma'am. I
You went there at 8 o'clock at night. Where do you work?
I work at McDonald's.
And what time did you finish your shift at McDonald's?
2 or 2:30.
And is Walmart down the road from where you are?
Yes.
How long have you and the defendant been separated, not dating?
Since July of 2016.
And when was the baby born?
October the 20th, 2014.
From 2014 to July of 2016, was he giving you any money?
Every now and then.
When you asked him?
Yes.
So you never had any need or want to go to court to finalize a support order?
No, ma'am.
Between 2014, when your son was born, and July of 2016, where had you always met to get money from him?
His mother house, my job, we would go everywhere.
Give me the month and year you went to his mother's house to get money from him.
September 2016.
Not this date.
No.
Before this date.
Yes, ma'am.
What was the date?
September the 4th.
You remember that?
I don't recall, Your Honor, but I'm not saying it's wrong.
Okay, so September 4th, you went to his house at what time?
It was probably around 3 or 4.
Was he home?
He was there, yes, ma'am.
Did he give you money?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had arranged with him to come over after work?
Yes, ma'am.
By phone or text?
It was probably by phone, but I didn't call him when I got off. I just pulled up after I picked the kids up from the babysitter.
Well, how would he know to have money for you? Unless you had a conversation with him before that you were coming over.
It's just we'll talk like before I go to work, and I'll just come after I get off from work.
Fine.
Sometimes we
Just
call.
Yes. Now we're getting tacky.
She stops when she passes and sees my car, so she don't think she has to call. But just because you see my car there, you just pull up and walk in. That's not okay.
Have you told her it's not okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Several times.
Just, how long have you and this young lady been dating?
Almost a year now.
When was the last time you told,
I
put your hand
say
down.
8
When was the
months.
last time you told Miss Carter it's not okay just to drive by and come in?
I say July.
Have you told her that once or more than once?
More than once.
Did you tell her why?
Because you never know what's going on. They might have somebody there. You never know what's going on to just pull up at someone else's house. It's not my house.
Whose house is it?
It's my mother's and stepfather's. No, ma'am.
You don't live there. Where do you live?
It's not too far, like 15 minutes away from me.
But she passes your mother's house.
Because she stays, her house is past. She had to pass my mother's house to get to her
She has
house.
to pass. I got it. So she passes your mom's house in order to get to her house.
Yes, ma'am.
How far is your work in minutes from his mother's house?
Probably 10 minutes.
And how far is your work from, let's say, the Walmart parking lot?
About 5 minutes.
So it's easier to meet in the Walmart parking lot.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's go back. September 16th, 3 o'clock, you're finished with work, you go to bed, the babysitter, you pick up the children, and then where do you go?
They actually go to daycare during the week.
What?
And they don't get out until 6. Both of them go to 2 different schools.
Well, what did you do from 3 to 6?
From 3 to 6, I went grocery shopping. I took groceries home. We had a seafood boil at my friend's house.
Yeah, just a second. You're talking very fast.
Oh.
I asked you, what did you do from 3 to 6?
I went to Walmart and went grocery shopping.
So that would have been easy for you to meet him at Walmart.
I do believe I called his phone and he did not answer.
No, that's a fibber. So you went grocery shopping from 3 to 6. Is that what you're telling me?
Not all the way till 6. It was about
What?
3 to about 5 o'clock.
Okay, and then where did you go at 5 o'clock?
I went to Indian Creek to pick up my oldest son, and I went to La Petite to pick up my baby boy.
Then where did you go? You went for dinner someplace with your children. And then what did you do?
I called him, and I don't think he answered, so I just pulled up at his mother's house,
Just a second. So he called and you didn't get an answer.
which is typical for him. It happens all the time.
Evidently, it didn't happen on the 4th of September. You managed to hook up then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you're going to tell me the story that you want to tell me. You pull into the house. You saw his car. It's 8 o'clock at night. Your 2 children are in the back of the car. You get out of the car. You leave the 2 children in the back of the car.
Yes, ma'am.
You go to the front door.
Yes, ma'am.
And then what?
I go in the house.
Just a second. Well, when one is an uninvited guest, you knock at the door, you ring the doorbell, you wait for somebody
I
to
knocked
come
at
to
the
the
door,
door.
and they knew that I was in the house.
Oh, tell me what they knew. You walked into the house without asking permission,
Yes, ma'am.
and then pick it up from there. You see, I've been doing this business a long time.
I go into the man cave.
What's
And-
the man cave?
It's on the other side of the house where they take part in adult activities.
Okay, and
We were talking, like, are you going to give me the money? Oh, I spent the money on XYZ.
hold on a second. Now, what's the first thing he said to you when he saw you?
What are you doing? I was like, I came to get the money.
What money?
The money to get the diapers and wipes.
How much money?
I think he said he was going to give me 50,
Now, he had just given you money on September 4th. How much did he give you on September 4th?
probably 50.
Not 50, not probably. How
Around
much?
50.
Okay. And he said,
I don't have the money.
is that what you said?
I was like, what you doing here? Because soon as I walk in, Destiny sits down. I ain't even had a chance to say hey to no one else. By the time I feel someone behind me, when I turn around, it's her. I say, what are you doing? What's going on? I came to get the money. Okay, why did you just pull up? You could have called me or anything. I give her money. I don't know if it was $40 to $50. And then I gave it to her. I was like, okay, now. That's it. You can leave. Now, why? She here. Why I can't be here too? She sit down.
Put your hand down. Go ahead, sir.
She sit down at the table. From then on, it was an argument for 10 to 15 minutes.
I want you, since I'm not going to get the story here,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like you to tell me what the argument was. She sat down at what table?
At the table where everyone was playing cards there.
How many people were there?
Like 8. That's just in the man cave part.
Was your girlfriend there?
Yes, ma'am.
What about your parents?
Yes, ma'am. My mother was on the other side of the house. My stepdad was in there with us.
Any brothers, sisters?
My brother was there and my sister was there also. She started talking to my sister, Amanda. This was the problem. When I came in, they having a little get-together. I'm just stopping by to say, hey. So I'm coming in.
Stop shaking your head. It's annoying.
I'm coming in on their get-together, okay? And then as soon as I walk in, I haven't even sit down yet, and I'm already making an altercation.
Is what you're saying, sir, you came in with your girlfriend?
Yes, ma'am.
Shortly before she came in?
Yes, ma'am.
About what time?
I say 7:57, and at 8 o'clock she was behind me.
Okay.
I think she was sitting across the street waiting on to see if I was gonna pull up or not. I don't know.
Okay, now that you know that I know, do you understand? I want you to know that I know. Now we're going to pick up from the fact that you went into the house uninvited. You knew the house, you went to the back of the house that they call a man cave. He's there and his girlfriend and maybe another couple of people. He said there were 8 altogether. Now I want you to pick it up and understanding I know what went down there.
Okay.
Go.
As I'm talking to his sister, he grabbed
Now, just a
me.
second. So now you're talking to his sister. What were you talking to his sister about?
Going to the club.
Going
to a
to
strip
what club?
Down the street.
You wanted to go with her to a strip club?
She was talking about she was going. I told her I would probably be there too.
Oh, and you're having this so you're having this long conversation with her in the house.
Yes.
And your 2 children are sitting in the back seat of the car.
Yes, ma'am.
Alone.
Yes, ma'am.
You got where I'm going? So now I don't believe at all that he said to you, I don't have any money. I believe he gave you money because otherwise you wouldn't be sitting having a discussion with his sister about meeting up with her later at a strip club while your 2 children are sitting alone in the back of the car. We understand each other?
Yes, ma'am.
Pick it up from there.
At that time, he reaches and grabs me by the hair, pulling me to the floor, dragging me out the house, kicking, pulling my hair, trying to hit me, all that.
You're a trespasser in the house. First of all, I don't believe you.
I have pictures. About 10 minutes.
And how old are your children?
6 and 2.
So you left a 6 and a 2-year-old alone in the back of the car while you were discussing with his sister going to a strip club later on that evening. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a police report. Now, Mr. Fitchard,
Yes, ma'am.
she says that while she was talking to her sister, you grabbed her by the back of the hair and pulled her out of the house, kicking and screaming. Is that what happened?
No, ma'am.
You want to tell me what happened?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I asked her to leave like 3 or 4 times. Then I stood in front of her. I said, please leave. I pointed to the door 3 times. By that time, about the 3rd time, I'm cussing. I'm like, freaking leave. Okay, by that time, she go to jump up and lunge at me. When she lunge at me and go to grab me, I grab her hair and hold. And by the time I grab her hair, the whole time, it is 8 people just knowing we finna fight. As soon as she lunged at me and I grabbed her, 6 people grabbed both of us. No one of us can move. She's down because I was holding her hair, ma'am. But that's it. She's punching, kicking. Then she locked on my knee, biting me. And then eventually they pulled her off of me, and my mom and my sister and someone else escorted her to the car. I sit in the house like 3 to 5 more minutes. She is out there going crazy. Both of us wants to leave, so I tried to leave, and she pulled her car in front of mine. That's what started the altercation where I had to turn my car around.
Your car was in first. Did she pull up behind yours?
No, ma'am.
Where did she pull up, and where were the children?
The children was in the back seat. She pulled up. It's like, okay, when the driveway go, it splits like this. I was right here. She pulled on this side behind another car.
You were both free to leave at that point.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to tell you what I think, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that she started all this trouble. There's no question in my mind she started all this trouble. I think that you exercised poor judgment when she left, when she was out of the house. What you shouldn't have done is gotten into your car in an attempt to leave while she was still on the scene.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
should have waited inside or called the police that the police come, diffuse the situation. That was a mistake, because there's no question in my mind that she started this whole
Yes, ma'am.
this whole problem for which she's not getting rewarded.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you file for a protective order?
No, ma'am. I didn't file a protection order because of our son.
Don't tell me because. You didn't file a protective order because if you filed for a protective order, there would have been a hearing, a trial, and there were 8 witnesses to what went down that day. That's why you didn't file for a protective order or press any charges against him. Now, do you visit with your son?
When we're not fighting, like.
So this is what I'm going to suggest to both of you.
Yes, ma'am.
I think if the children live with you, the defendant should pay a regular amount in child support and have a fixed time to visit with his son on his own terms, not your terms. That means that one or both of you can go to the family court. You ask to be legally declared child's father, which is an order of filiation and a paternity order. You say, I want a fixed order of visitation. Do you work?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they pay you by check?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. You tell the court, this is what I make, this is what I earn. And you tell the court that you want them to take a support order right out of your check so that you don't have to have anything to do with her with regard to money. Okay. And you tell the court that I want a fixed order of visitation so that she doesn't dictate when you get to visit. The court tells her when.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if you don't pay the support order, then they will first take your driver's license away. They'll do all kinds of things. They'll take your tax return, and then they could put you in jail.
Yeah.
She doesn't allow you to see your son when the court tells her to. They will take the child and give him to you.
Okay.
That's what will happen. Now, you made a baby, and you have the responsibility to support that child, and you have the right to see that child. And he doesn't want to see you anymore. And his sister doesn't want to go to a strip club with you anymore. And you should be a little more concerned about your 2 children, ages 2 and 6, in the back of the car alone at 8 o'clock at night after you've already had an evening out with your friends. You should be more concerned than who he's with and what he's doing. You have no connection with him anymore. We understand each other?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
done with this case.
I'm
done. I'm done
About
with
my
this case.
counterclaim?
Your counterclaim I addressed, sir. I
Okay.
said, as unwise as it was for her to come to the house when she did, because she precipitated all this problem, it was equally as unwise for you to leave the house and get into this jockeying with cars, resulting in both cars getting damaged.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We're done. The plaintiff is your former girlfriend. You have a child together. Child is how old?
He's 8.
Is that your only child?
No, I have 2 other children.
How old are the 2 others that you have?
I'm 12 and 19.
Did you say about 12?
No, he's 12 years old, and I have a 19-year-old daughter.
Do they live with you?
My son does, yeah, the 12-year-old.
Your 19-year-old daughter is on her own?
Yeah,
Yes, that would be yes. Okay, so you have an 8-year-old, and that's your youngest child. And did you and Miss Burke live together at any point?
no,
But you enjoy visitation with him. Is that court-ordered visitation?
no,
It's visitation that you arranged with each other.
yes.
And when do you have the visitation?
Just every once in a while. We're going through court right now, so it'll probably be a regular
A
visitation.
regular visit, okay. Well, October 2nd of last year, an incident occurred. Tell me about what was the schedule for visitation on that day?
She was supposed to drop him off with me for 2 hours, and so...
What time?
I can't remember the exact
Well,
time.
this is important. You know you're coming here today because if you don't remember, I'm going to get the information from her.
Oh, okay.
She was supposed to drop him off.
Right.
Is there any reason why you weren't picking him up?
No, she was dropping him off, and I was taking him back.
Do you live far away from each other?
About 30 minutes apart.
So that was the arrangement. She was going to drop him off.
Right.
And you don't remember the time.
I don't remember exact time.
Do you remember the time?
Our arranged time didn't work out for either one of us. So he told me to give him a call before we left, and that's what I did. I just called him and told him that we were going to be on our way. That was about 4:30.
Do you remember that conversation?
Yes.
Now you do. Okay, so now I'm coming back to you. So she said we're on our way and it takes about 30 minutes to get there, which means that she should have gotten to your house at about 5 o'clock.
Right.
Did she get there at 5 o'clock? And what were you going to do with your son for those 2 hours?
We just went and hung out, and I was going to take him to the park, but he wanted to shoot. I took him to shoot a BB gun.
Did you discuss that with his mother?
No, I sent her pictures of it, so she knew what was going on.
So you sent her a picture of him shooting a BB gun. And where was your 12-year-old at the time?
He was right beside him shooting a BB gun.
And then you decided to take him home.
Yes.
But you decided to take him home a little early.
No.
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 Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, you say in your answer, I know I got that from someplace, she said, when I arrived, she was upset that I dropped him off early.
No.
That's what you said in your
she
answer.
she said it was early, but it was way later.
What time did you drop him off?
I don't know. It was nighttime. I don't know exact time. I guess you can get that off the police.
I'm going to go back to her. What time did you get a call that he was bringing him back?
Oh, he was contacting me, and he, after 6 already, telling me it was time to, that I needed to get home, that we were, it wasn't until about 7:30.
That's very confusing to me, what you just said. That was a mumble. What time did he call you to say he was leaving? Or
he was
text
text
you?
messaging me from 6:30 on.
So from 6:30, and he had visitation for 2 hours.
I told him I would come pick him up at about 8:45.
Oh, so when you dropped him off, you said to him, I'll pick him up.
And I text messaged him also.
No, don't text. What was your initial arrangement? You see, what he says is you dropped him off so that he could have visit, but you really wanted to drop him off so that you would have some free time.
Yeah.
To have a date or whatever, which, Mr. Kelsey, is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right? That's okay.
Right.
You're not together anymore. She can have a date, and you can be a babysitter.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm going to come back to you. Did you get the message from her, either verbally or by text, that she would pick him up at about 8:45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But I already had my day planned, and I had things to do, and I was supposed to do
Just a second. What did you have to do?
Well, the agreement.
Not the agreement. What did you have to do?
I was helping somebody move that night. That ain't a good. Huh?
Is not an answer.
I didn't-
What was the name of the person that you were
Oh, his
going to
name was
help to
Bob.
move that night? Bob what? Bob what? Get on your phone and give me the number. Get on your
Okay.
phone and give me this Bob's number. Because I'm going to call Bob. And you know what I don't like?
What's that?
I don't like to get up from this bench and go back to the phone. If Bob isn't going to tell me, I don't know what he's talking about moving. I haven't moved.
You want me to call him, you're saying? Okay.
No, I'm going to call him.
Oh, you
Look
can
at
call
me,
him.
Mr. Kelsey.
And it was Bob.
Look at me.
Yes.
Say, I'm sorry, that was the wrong night. I wasn't helping anybody move.
I'm sorry that was the wrong
Say
night.
to me, I'm sorry, that was the wrong night. I wasn't helping anybody move.
Why am I saying that?
Because
Okay, I'm sorry, that was the wrong night. I wasn't helping anybody move.
Okay. So
I don't understand
now
why I'm saying that.
Hey, I'm way ahead of you. I know exactly what it's all
Okay.
about. Put your phone away. Put it down now. I've been doing family court work for 40 years.
Have you?
I know exactly who you are, and I know exactly what she is. She wanted an evening out. She has, how many children do you have?
One.
An 8-year-old. So, be nice if the child was with his father for one night. She didn't have to worry about him. Maybe could have a date. And she said, and even though you were only supposed to have him, according to you, for 2 hours, I assume it's not a burden to have your 8-year-old son, sir?
No, it's not at all.
And you were out shooting BBs with him from 5 to 6. Did you give him dinner?
Yeah, he ate.
Yeah, just a second. Not what I asked you. Did you give him dinner?
Yes.
Okay. From when to when?
I don't know. I wasn't sitting and watching the clock the whole time I had him.
Now I know exactly who you are.
Who?
I know exactly who you are.
Yeah.
So when she texted you and said, I'll pick him up at 8:45, which is what you agreed to, because she's got that on her phone, what did you say to her?
I said, that wasn't the agreement. You said 2 hours. I said, I'll be bringing him back. She didn't text me like that. She said, I'll be bringing him back when I'm done going out and partying. That's what she said.
She said she'll pick him up.
Huh?
Not you'll drop him off. She said she'll
Yeah,
pick
she'll
him up.
pick him up, but that
Just a
wasn't the
second.
agreement.
I know it wasn't your agreement. I'm just trying to figure out, sir, why you think that spending an extra 2 hours with your son is a burden.
It wasn't a burden.
What was the trouble? If you were supposed to have him from 5 to 7, and she said, I'll pick him up so you don't have to drive a half hour there and a half hour back, I'll pick him up from your house. I don't understand why you had a problem with that.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Then why did you take him home?
Well, because the 2 hour agreement was
just a
passed,
second.
and I
Then
took
why?
him home like 3 hours later.
Just a second. We're not talking about agreement.
Okay.
Then if she said, I'll pick him up, why did you bring him home?
Because it was time for him to go home.
Okay, I got you. So I said, I got you. So what time did you get him home?
I thought it was almost around 9 o'clock.
No.
Okay.
Just a second. You thought it was 9. What time was it?
7:30.
Okay. So at 7:30, you drove him home.
Yes.
Now, since you seem to have a memory loss about the times in the evening, because that's exactly what it was, because you said, I'm supposed to have him for 2 hours, not more than 2 hours, 2 hours, and I'm not babysitting with him while you go out, while you have a good time, while you have somebody in your house. I'm not doing that, so I'm bringing him home at when we said in our agreement. Oh. Just for my own information, Mr. Kelsey, prior to October 2nd, when had you last spent time with your son?
Well, every time I go.
Shh. I need a date.
I don't know.
Prior to October 2nd.
Okay.
When had you spent time with him? That would be sometime in September. When in September?
September 31st.
Is that right?
It was about 2 years prior that
2 years?
That you had taken him.
She's not.
That he had taken him and had some one-on-one time. He's talking about just swinging by.
I'm not talking about swinging by.
I wanted him to have one-on-one time.
Just a second. Don't tell me what you wanted. You want a little time out. That's okay. You know, that's okay. That's fine.
These texts she's saying I'm sending, do you know, she gets on a text messaging app.
I want to know when was the last
time. I've got
time.
my phone records.
When
well,
was
good, get the phone records.
I want to know when was the last time prior to October 2nd that you prepared dinner for your son at your house?
Prepared dinner for him at my house?
That's my question.
I've never prepared dinner at my house for him. She hasn't ever at her house either. She don't know how to cook.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't.
Very good. I actually had enough with him. This is what your case is about. You allege that when he drove your son home at 7:30, there was a kerfuffle. You were annoyed that he brought him home at 7:30. He was annoyed because of him, whatever, and you allege that he scratched your car.
Yes.
I want you to tell me how that transpired.
So he was text messaging me, be home. I pulled up and I stayed out.
You pulled up where?
In front of my home.
So you come home and you pull up in front of your house.
Right. And I didn't even get out. I stayed in my vehicle because I figured Jackson had not eaten. So I was going to just take off after he dropped him off. So he comes speeding around the corner and slams on his brakes. Now we're, like nose to nose. And I get out of my vehicle to go to the passenger side to get Jackson out of the car. And he, at that time, exited his vehicle. So now we're crossing paths. Jackson had fallen asleep. So I was waking him up. I look over and he's all leaned into my car. Ryan is. And I didn't know what he was getting. And most likely my phone, he takes things. I didn't know.
Don't tell me most likely. You saw him leaning into your car.
Yes. So I grabbed his keys out of the ignition of the car he was driving and I tossed them into the middle of the road to get him out of my car. And he then grabs my keys and he gets out of my vehicle and tosses them as hard as he could into an empty lot.
Okay, so you threw his keys into the road, he threw your keys into an empty lot.
Correct.
So far, that's pretty consistent with what I read in both the complaint and the answer. Go ahead.
So I tell my son, baby, he's awake now, baby, go sit up on the porch. I had to get my keys to get the house key. I went towards the empty lot to find my keys, and Ryan was, yelling pretty derogatory terms to me, and I turn around, and that's when I saw him. He was coming around the passenger side front fender, and he gets something out of his pocket and did this motion like a knife, I thought, and he goes across my front driver's side.
Do you have pictures of your car?
I do.
I'd like to take a look at them. And I'd like to see the police report as well.
Okay, there's pictures and there's the police report.
Did you ever file criminal charges?
He asked if I wanted to press charges, and I said yes.
And you said yes. Other than the contact that was made by the police on the 2nd, were you ever contacted by the police again?
No.
With regard to this?
No, she dropped the charges the next day.
No, I didn't.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Show me.
Did she drop the charges?
Yeah.
How would I have that? The police?
Well,
I never got a warrant.
Then you don't know what happened.
Well, a warrant never came out for me.
That doesn't mean she dropped the charges, sir.
Well, she told me the next day she dropped the charges.
I didn't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You are such a liar.
Then how come I never got charged for it?
Because they may have had other things to do than get in between you two idiots who had a fight in front of your 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to pay for the scratches on the car, you fool.
Every time I go around her, there's a fight.
Fool.
Hey, would you like to see some of her text messages to me?
No, I don't want to
got
see any text messages from her.
Some
I
things
think
here
you're a
that'll
big
change your mind
baby.
about her.
I think you're a big baby. Judgment for the
I wish
plaintiff
I
in
could
the
play a
amount
couple
of
of
$549. We're done. Mr. Guadron, this used to be your friend or your girlfriend or a casual acquaintance that you met on the internet?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you had, according to you, a short relationship. Is that where you met him, on the internet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. It's your claim that she vandalized your car once you ended the relationship. That's what the case is about. She vandalized your car by keying it. Ms. Perez, while she sort of acknowledges she was in the general vicinity of where your car was, said that she never touched your car. That's probably because you have a lousy character and many female enemies that somebody did that. So I want to ask you a few questions, and then I'm going to Ms. Perez because I've read her answer very carefully. You did write an answer truthfully, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Great. You met Ms. Perez when? Month and year.
It was May the 26th, 2016.
And when was the first time you met her in person?
It was the same day, actually, that I met her online.
Okay, well, life is different, now. It's kind of hard for me to relate to that. I know it's equally as hard for Officer Byrd to relate to that kind of meeting. We usually met people when we were at a social or a basketball game. Friends introduce you. My girlfriend has a best friend, would be perfect for you. So this is all relatively new to us. So you met her, you saw a picture of her online, you were enamored with the picture. Clearly she liked your picture and you met that day. That was the 26th of May.
Yes.
When did you and Miss Perez cease being friends?
It was like 2 weeks after that. So it would be like about June 19 or June 18. That's when like everything just like I decided like I didn't want to be.
Try not to use like.
Okay, sorry.
Just try. I know it's very hard because I have grandchildren, but try not to use filler words. You stopped seeing her, it wasn't like June 19th, it was on June 19th.
Yeah.
Good. And you stopped seeing her because?
Because her friend reached out to me telling me how she is, and pretty much she was just showing the fake person, like identity of herself.
So you believed somebody else about her?
Yes.
Now, between May 26th and June 19th, and I'm asking these questions for a reason, did you have an intimate relationship with her?
Yes.
Did Miss Perez ever tell you that in this 3-week period of time that she was pregnant?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. On what date did she tell you she was pregnant?
I don't remember, but it was on a Monday on June.
Now, Ms. Perez, I'm going to ask you just a couple of questions.
Go for it, Your Honor.
You agree that you met on May 26th?
Yes.
Do you agree that you last saw him in any sort of social relationship on June 19th?
No.
When did you last see him?
Like August?
Not like August.
Okay, on August, but I'm not really sure what exact day it was. I just know it was in the middle of the week.
Where did you see him?
At his house.
So you spent time at his house?
Yes.
And you're positive it was August?
Yes.
Okay. And you're positive it was June?
Yes.
On what date did you have this incident with your car?
It was on Labor Day, September 6th.
Your Honor, I would actually...
Shh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a police report?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to take a look at it.
Both of them?
Yeah, all 3 of them. This should be 3.
Thank you. Okay, so the police report dated June 15th, where you complained that she was harassing you. That had nothing to do with keying the car.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So, Ms. Perez, let's get back to you.
Yeah.
You said that you last were at his house in August. That's clearly untrue. He complained to the police in this narrative on June 15th. June 15th, not August 15th. He said, I asked Mr. Guadron what happened. This is the police officer, and he told me he arrived home at about 00:10 hours. After he parked his vehicle in his driveway, he heard a vehicle turn from the street. He looked toward the vehicle and noticed it was a white Honda with paper plates. He knew his ex-girlfriend, Sabrina Olivia. Is that your name?
Oliva.
Oliva. So what do you use Perez?
That's my mother's maiden last name.
Great. He knew his ex-girlfriend, Sabrina Oliva, had a similar car. He got into his car and followed the Honda Civic as it drove away. He caught up with the vehicle and saw Oliva driving the vehicle. He recorded the incident on his cell phone. He returned home and contacted the police. He told me he dated Oliva for about a month. He broke up with her, and we're talking in June, not August, and he told me she has been harassing him ever since. I called her on the phone, this is the police officer, and asked her what happened. She told me she dropped off her friend who lives on Maple Street. Is that you?
No, that's not me.
Is that you? So that person's not here. The person that's his friend that you became best friends who lives right across the street. That's what you say in your answer. To me, after the plaintiff cut me out of his life, I became friends with his best friend who lives right across the street from me.
Can I say something, Your Honor? There's two different friends. That friend this is a friend that I was sleeping with. The other friend I was actual friends, mutual friends that they went to high school with.
So we have June. So you want to rethink the last time you had social contact with him?
I don't recall exactly what time. I just remember after that whole incident, me and him, some way, somehow we made up and we made an agreement that we would still have sexual relations without any...
Okie dokie. All right. Now, and then he reported the vandalism on June 13th. He reported 4 tires were slashed. That was on June 13th. Where is the report of the keying of the car?
The officer didn't write a report. It should be in the bag.
Oh, the call.
Yeah.
The call.
Yeah, he didn't report
Got
as a
it.
criminal.
And this call came in on September 8th.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to turn to you. Now I've got some idea of what's going on and who's a lunatic and who's not. So you want to tell me on the date of this incident, which was what date? September 6th. You were at a friend's house.
Yes.
And what's his friend's name?
It's Isaiah's and Joelle.
You went to Isaiah's house. And at some point, Isaiah asked you to leave, according to you.
Yes.
And the reason he asked you to leave is because the plaintiff was coming to the party.
Mm-hmm.
No, uh-huh.
Yes.
That would be a yes. So he said to you, I really think it's a good idea that you leave because, what's your first name? So he said to you, I really think it's a good idea that you leave because, what's your first name?
Brian.
Brian is coming. I don't think it's a good idea that you be here. Now, when you left, did you leave by car?
Yes.
Where did you go?
Across the street to my house.
So you got into your car to drive to your house across the street?
Mm-hmm. He lives in like a high-rise building, and then I lived in condos. I lived in a condo like right next door. It's like a gated condo. So I can't just walk there.
And you went to your house?
Yes.
At what time?
Around 11:30.
In the morning or at night?
Night.
Was anybody home when you got home?
Yes.
Who?
My father.
But then you decided to go back out again.
Mm-hmm.
Not that's not
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
And where did you go?
I went back
to Isaiah's house.
Isaiah's house.
About what time?
It was really very shortly after that, like around 11:45.
So you went home for 15 minutes and then you went back to
Yes.
Isaiah's house. And in order to get back to Isaiah's house, you had to go to your parking space, get your car.
Yes.
Go to Isaiah's house, who lives in a high-rise, find a parking space.
No, there's where everyone parks. It's just like a big parking lot.
And what did you do there?
They asked me to come back. And
who asked you to come back?
Isaiah's.
Isaiah called you. Isaiah called you.
Texted.
Texted. I'd like to see that.
Oh, I deleted all of their messages.
Well, why would you do that?
We were all arguing. There was a big fight after that.
Well, that would be all the more reason to hold on to the text messages.
I have a couple of screenshots of when Brian reached out to me about the whole incident, but I went back there mostly we were all friends. I mean, I made mutual friends.
You weren't friends. They asked you to leave. When you came back and you drove over there, did you go back into just pay attention. Did you go back into the house? Just a second.
No, I didn't. I picked up another friend of his.
Just a second. You did not go into the house.
I didn't.
Well, which friend texted you?
Joelle.
Joelle texted you?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
I don't have anything of that.
Okay. You have a recording or whatever
Yes.
of the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Oliva.
Yes.
Admitting that she keyed your car?
I have the text messages.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah. This is a video pretty much showing how aggressive she could be.
I don't want the video. I don't care.
Okay.
I want to see the text message of her on your phone, not the piece of paper.
Here we go. It's from here on.
And while I'm looking at that, would you give me an estimate on photographs of the keying of your car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
What?
I just wanted to point out that when he reached out to me because I have a copy of it too, at 1:50, that was the first time that I have heard from him in months. So main reason why I mostly responded back, as you can see, is I didn't even talk about the car.
Just a second. You just said that this is the first time you had heard from him in months. This is
Not in months. I meant
this is in September. You told me that you broke up with him in August.
We didn't break up in August. We broke up earlier than that, but we were still having sexual relationships after that.
Just a second. But according to you, you told him early on that you were pregnant within the first couple of weeks. How does somebody know they're pregnant within the first couple of weeks of a relationship?
I found out I was pregnant in June 4th, 2016, which I have a picture of my pregnancy test with the date on it.
Listen to me carefully, brain trust. You acknowledge that you met him on May 26th. So if you were pregnant and it showed on June 4th that you were pregnant, not possible.
The doctor even confirmed it.
Oh, you could be pregnant, but he's not the father. Fool. So the car belongs to who, your mother?
Yes, my mother.
Okay. Who are you?
Sabrina's friend.
Stand up. When you say friend, a friend? A
Friend.
boyfriend?
No, just friend.
You've been her friend for a long time?
Few months.
Few months?
Months, yeah.
You still living at home with your father?
No, Your Honor.
Who do you live with?
It's just roommates, big house roommates.
How do you support yourself?
My mother pays my bills.
Your mother pays you bills, but you were living with your father.
My father took me back in after I broke up with him just because he
You broke up with him, you were with him for 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. After we ended our little fling, he had girls try to get back at
Listen
me.
to me, I don't care.
I know you don't.
I don't care.
I know
I
you
don't
don't.
care. I'm asking
I know
you,
you don't.
live with your father, but your mother pays your bills. And I'm just questioning that.
Yeah, my mom pays my bills.
Great. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,800. We're finished.
I just excuse you, mister.
Mr. McDonald, I'm going to start with you, sir.
Okay.
You and Miss Perez worked at the same place. You were the manager of the place where you worked. What kind of facility was that?
It's a check cashing.
You were the manager, and what role did you have there? You were selling a car.
I was assistant manager.
That is correct.
And Miss Perez and you came to an agreement that she was going to purchase the car. When was that, Mr. McDonald?
We started talking about it probably about August 11th, 2016.
Did she purchase it in August of 2016?
Yes, she did.
And she gave you a down payment?
That is correct.
How much?
$2,500.
And the agreement was she was going to pay you $200 a month.
The agreement was that she would give me $100 every payday, which would be $200 per month, some months $300.
And in the month of September, did the payment start immediately in September, or were they delayed until October?
No, ma'am, they started till October 1st was her first payment.
Did she make a payment in October?
Yes, she did.
Did she make a payment in November?
Yes, she did. It was late.
Okay, but she made a payment in November.
That's correct.
Did she make a payment in December?
No.
Do you have any proof that you made a payment in December?
No.
Then you didn't make the payment in December. Why did you not make the payment in December?
I spoke with Larry and I let him know that my daughter, we had a situation out of town, and he was okay with me not making a payment. And I told him I'll make up for it in January.
Did you make a payment in January?
Yes, I did.
Did she make a payment in January?
In January, yes.
Okay, January what?
January 19th.
And how much did she give you in January?
$200.
Had she had a discussion with you in December about some emergency that she had?
She had a discussion with me to tell me that she needed time off work to take her daughter back to see her aunt, and that she would be back at a time, but did not.
Did she tell you well, you must have asked her what about the car payment for December?
Yes, and she said she was going to be making it.
And she did not?
No.
In January, however, she made the payment on the 19th.
That's correct.
And on that same day, when she made the payment, you repossessed the car. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you didn't tell her when she made the payment to you that you were repossessing the car because you knew, according to you, that she was going to be fired from her job the following week. Is that correct? That's what you say.
That's correct, but The fact is that she only had made, up to January 19th, had made 2 payments, so she was 6 payments behind.
No,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, she
Not
was.
according to you.
No?
I just asked you those questions, sir. I said, did she make a payment to you in October?
Which
You
she
said
did,
you were
one
paid.
payment. You asked me if she made a payment. I said yes, she made one. She made one payment in November.
Of how much?
$100 each, both times.
So she made $200, and she was supposed to pay you how much?
$400.
$400 a month.
That's-
So $200.
No, okay, let me back up. October, she should have paid me $200, $100 for each pay period.
Just a second. So she paid you $200.
No,
How much did she pay you?
$100.
Okay, so she only made one payment in
That
October.
is correct.
Got it. Now I got it. You have proof that you made 2 payments in October. Question. There's a question before you. Did you make 2 payments in October?
No.
In November, how many payments did she make?
One payment of $100.
Do you have proof that you made 2 payments in November? Because you were supposed to make 2 a month, right? Well, then he had every right to repossess your car. Because what he said was, initially, I said, well, if she made her payments in October and November, she missed December, but then she paid in January. She gave him $200 in January, and he took the car back right after the payment. That sounds a little sketchy. But you didn't pay him in October. You didn't pay him in November because you owed him money in both October and November. You didn't pay him at all in December, and you didn't pay him in January until January 19th. What did you expect him to do?
No,
Give you a gold star?
I did make 2 payments, but I made 1 payment in October.
You made a payment
November-
of how much? $100.
In October, no, 135 plus 115 because we went half on the thermostat that went out. So I
don't
made a
care.
payment.
Listen to me. I don't care about the thermostat that went out.
Okay.
You were supposed to pay him $100 a pay period.
Yes.
How many payments did you make him?
I made
make to him
one
in-
payment of $250 in October.
$250. Show me.
I can show you the text that I text them, and I can't show you because
November.
nope.
Well, you knew you were coming to court today, madam. This is your case. What you're suing him for is
All my
the money.
evidence was in the Jeep. I had receipts like this in the Jeep. I didn't think my Jeep was going to get taken, so I don't have evidence. I don't want to say yes, I did when I can't come here and prove it to you, but everything's in the Jeep.
No, there wasn't.
Shh.
Sorry.
Shh.
There was nothing in the Jeep that was not given back to her. Everything that was in the Jeep is...
Sorry, Miss Perez.
Your Honor, there is a few things that still
Sorry,
in the
Miss
Jeep.
Perez. He didn't steal the vehicle. He repossessed the car because you hadn't been making payments to him as you were supposed to make payments to him while you were working for him.
Yep.
And then you were going to get fired, so we knew for sure you weren't going to make any payments.
And
Yet,
she
because
also
you didn't
wasn't
make payments when you were working and getting paid at all in December.
It was just December. I made
No,
payments.
no. You have no proof that you made all your payments in October or November.
And she had her insurance canceled 4 different times through this whole
No,
thing.
I didn't.
I've got
Doesn't
evidence.
matter. She has no case. Now, you have a counterclaim.
That is correct.
Your counterclaim is for damage to the vehicle and impound fees.
That is correct.
What impound fees?
Because she reported the car stolen, and the car wasn't stolen, she was told that...
Just a second. Did you give her notice that you would repossess the car?
I told her that I took the car when I paid her off.
And when was that?
That was the following Tuesday. Because of the fact...
Just a second. When had she reported the car stolen? That was immediately.
The 20th.
So then you have to pay the impound fees.
But the Sacramento Police Department said the report should have never been taken.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me what anybody said to you.
I'm just...
You had the car, while she was at work, you had the car repossessed. You didn't tell her about it that day. She comes out, she looks for her car's not there. She reports it stolen. She doesn't find out until later, till after you paid her off, days later, that you actually had the car. So if the car was impounded because she reported it stolen, you should have told her immediately. That's all. Now, money owed for damaged vehicle. Tell me how the vehicle was damaged.
Well, there was one damage to the right driver's door, which my witness is the first one that saw it.
Just a second. All you have to do is show me a picture.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have recordings with their insurance saying he didn't know where the vehicle was.
Just a second.
He had no...
Listen, you have no case. You didn't make your payments.
I just don't. I made payments. I just don't have proof.
Here's the... I'm sorry.
Because it was repossessed and he's not going to give me his credit card statement. If you get his credit card statement, it will
Madam,
show...
you acknowledge... Listen. You acknowledge you made no payments in December and you didn't make any payments until January 19th. For January.
No.
And that has nothing to do with
January
October
was
and November.
for December that I talked to him about. In October and November, I only made one payment. You asked me if I made two, and I do have proof. I mean, and his.
You don't have proof.
I don't, because he's repossessed his car, which has all my evidence in it. How's that fair to
Well,
me?
that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate that he lied to everybody.
Next time, keep better evidence.
Yes.
I can't see what you're pointing to, sir. I can't see what this is.
You can see the dent right in the center of the picture. Can I?
Talking about here?
And here's the.
You're talking about
right there.
here?
Insurance payments. I've been paying insurance. Proof.
I don't care if you've been paying insurance. You weren't paying him.
Yeah, I was.
You have proof that you're paying insurance. You should have proof that you were paying him. How did the car get dented here?
I don't know. I wasn't pointed out it. He pointed out to me. Oh, well, actually, Marie pointed out to me. And I told him when I was on the freeway, I heard a dink, but didn't notice anything until she pointed it out. It looks like a rock or a ball, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure it might have been on there before.
Just a second. You saw this dent?
Yeah.
Good. Stand up. Did you see how it happened?
No.
No. She doesn't know how it happened either.
But I know the car how it was when Larry gave it to her.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I came to work and it was literally 70 feet away from me, I said, what is that dent?
What? It looks like somebody
On
hit a
the
car
driver's
door
side.
onto hers.
It
That's what it looks
worse.
like.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there was an accident. It
No.
looked like somebody hit their car door into hers.
Or it looks like
or a
someone
ball,
took a
or a
foot.
ball, right?
Something.
That's what. So, what do you want? Your case is dismissed. Your counterclaim is for the missed payments.
No.
No?
My countersuit is for the insurance to fix the vehicle.
Why is mine dismissed?
Why?
I just told you why. I told you 4 times because you have no proof that you paid him in October and November what you were supposed to pay him. You acknowledge you didn't pay him at all in December, and you didn't offer a payment until almost the end of January. Don't speak. That's why your case is dismissed. He had every right to repossess the car. Do you understand? Use the $2,500 deposit to fix the door. You got it? Perfect. We're done. Well, this is actually a pretty confusing car case, even for me. So maybe, Mr. Cormier, you can make it easier for me. You purchased a car from Mr. Bolsh. When? Month, day, and year?
It was September 18th, 2014.
And you had not known him before?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Bolsh, what kind of work do you do, sir?
I'm in the oil field, oil and gas.
And do you have your own company, or do you work for somebody?
No, ma'am, it's my own company.
And how long have you had that company?
10 years.
Prior to that, did you work for someone else?
No, ma'am, I had another company.
Same kind of business?
Yes, ma'am.
Different location?
Yes, ma'am, Laredo, Texas.
Mr. Bolsh, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I just want to figure out who you are. Who is this young man?
This is my son.
You live with your son? Do you have family? Are there the children?
Yes, ma'am, I have 5 sons and 3 daughters, and 2 foster kids, David and Diana.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony, Mr. Bosch?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been convicted of a misdemeanor, Mr. Bosch?
No, ma'am.
I'm asking you these simple questions because somehow Mr. Cormier seems to think that you scammed him out of a car that you sold to him on the 18th of September 2014. So I'm trying to get an idea of who you are and whether this is something that was a typical thing for you to do. Now, what kind of a car did you sell him, Mr. Bosch?
It was a Mustang.
Had you had it for a long time?
A couple of years.
How old was it?
I guess it was around 10 years old.
And how much did you sell it for to Mr. Cormier?
$3,500.
So far, we are correct, Mr. Cormier. So far, correct. And you didn't know him before?
No, ma'am.
You saw the car parked in the street?
No, I bought it off of Craigslist.
And you looked at it. And when you went, you gave him cash for it?
Yes, ma'am.
He doesn't deny that he gave him cash, and he gave you the car.
Yes, ma'am.
Did he also give you the title to the car?
Yes, ma'am.
So you had the car and the title.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was titled in his name?
Yes, ma'am.
And he signed the title over to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now you can pick it up from there.
I can probably need a little bit of help. I got incarcerated about 4 days afterwards. It was at my mom's house, and she was trying to sell it. She knows a little bit more as far as details.
Fine. So you were incarcerated for how long?
14 or 15 months.
So you don't know what happened to the car after 14 or 15 months yourself?
No, ma'am.
But you were in touch with your mother for
Yes,
those
ma'am.
14 or 15 months. Okay. Now step up. Your last name is?
Cormier.
All right, Ms. Cormier. Now, your son is incarcerated for a year and a half. He has this Mustang that he has just purchased for $3,500. Pick up the story. Why is Mr. Bosch here today?
About a week or so after my son was incarcerated, I think it started raining. The Mustang had holes in the roof, and I had no key to it. The key was with my son down in Galveston, about 250 miles away. He suggested I contact Mr. Bolsh to see if he have a spare key, which he did. We met at his office, got the spare key. I explained to him I wasn't really sure about what I was going to do with the title. I needed to know the disposition of my son's case, if I would put it in my name, if I was going to sell it. You know, there was lots of different variables going on. And so we had faxed each other, had called each other on the cell phone. I got the key back.
Bottom line is, your son never registered the car in his name before he was incarcerated.
Right.
The title is in your son's name.
Correct.
And you did not register the car.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And he, Mr. Balsh, gave you the spare key that you requested.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
Probably a month or so later, my son's girlfriend, a friend of hers who lived with her dad, wanted to buy the vehicle on payments. And then about a month or so later, and I relayed that to Mr. Bolsh.
He has nothing to do with it.
No, he doesn't, but I just wanted to let him know what was going on.
Well, I don't know why. I don't know why. There would be no reason to let him know somebody else wanted to buy the car.
Right.
On payments. And the car is no longer his. He has turned over the title to your son.
I'm assuming, I thought maybe he may want to know why he hadn't received they send a copy of the title, I think.
Oh, you mean because it had not been taken out of his name yet, despite the fact that he had turned it over to you. If you or this girl that was wanted to buy it on payments drove around with it and didn't register it, if the car got into an accident, his business is liable. He's liable. His children are liable. His family is liable. So you...
It was a courtesy on my part, I believe, too.
It wasn't a courtesy. The right thing to do had been to register the car so that he, who had sold you the car, no longer has any liability. Now it's your liability or your son's liability. But then you were going to increase his liability by selling the car to someone who wanted to buy it on payments. Did you sell it to that person?
I never fully got to. He asked to take it to a shop, which he did. He gave me $300 or $400, and I haven't seen it. This person named Adam. He lived with my son's girlfriend's father. He did his paperwork, his books. He took it to a shop in a little town, supposedly outside of San Antonio, to his shop to have it looked at. I haven't seen it since. He was arrested soon after that.
And?
Well, that's the car disappeared.
Just a second.
And so I started looking for it.
Just a second.
I started looking for the vehicle. I've got search results. I drove around looking for it.
So now, because of both of your irresponsible behavior, I'm just following this because of both of yours, his and yours. I don't care about the car. You have a businessman who's got a gaggle of children that he supports. If this car is in an accident and kills somebody, if this car gets tickets, if this car has any involvement with the police authorities, they're coming after him. Outrageous, actually. Not malicious. I don't think you did it maliciously. But you do have to recognize that you exposed him. Now you're suing him. You have the Mustang back?
No, ma'am.
Did you ever get the Mustang back?
I never saw the Mustang after he took it.
So why are we here?
Because when I found the Mustang on Craigslist in July of 2015, I called the Pflugerville where it was. I called the police department. They said because it wasn't in my name, I needed to go to the DMV and get a certified copy of it, which I did the next day. On the certified copy, and I've got copies of it, I have on May 1st, 2015, Mr. Bolch went and applied for a duplicate title, and he stated on there, okay.
And
then on May 15th, he resold it to a Freddie. He resold a vehicle that was not his.
Well, somebody with his name did that, and maybe it was Adam.
Adam is in jail. He's in prison.
Just a second. Or maybe Adam's mother. Oh, who knows?
Looks the same.
No, ma'am. I'm sorry.
I'll take a look. Did you resell the car?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Did you apply for a duplicate title?
Yes, I did.
Okay, when? Tell me when you applied for a duplicate title and why.
I guess that was May 1st, 2015.
Yes.
And my son David can, he was at this time involved.
Just a second.
Okay.
Do you know what happened with the duplicate title?
Yes, ma'am. Once we got the duplicate.
Why did you get a duplicate title?
She had called us.
You mean Mrs. Cormier?
Mrs. Cormier had called us, informed us that she had lost the title. And once that had happened, my dad had then gone to the DMV.
Just a second. She said she lost the title.
Yes, ma'am. She said,
Oh, just a second. Well, if you gave Adam the car to take to his shop, listen to me carefully,
ma'am.
Ms. Cormier.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
If
sorry.
you gave Adam the car to take to his shop just to look at it, you would not have given Adam the title to the car.
No.
I'd like to see the title to the car.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, one of the things you're supposed to do, Mr. Bosch, is put in the date of the sale, because you signed this, as did Mr. Keith Cormier, but you didn't put in the date of this sale. It's a good idea that you do that. Okay, so now she has her copy of this.
Original.
So now my question is, why would she call you for a duplicate title? Go ahead.
Mrs. Cormier had then informed us that her son Keith was driving and the title flew out the window. That is the story that we got. We didn't ask no questions about it. We said, okay, but once we get this duplicate, we expect this car to be changed over.
Now my question to you is, did she ever tell you that her son was incarcerated?
She did. We then asked if we could switch the title in her name. She made the date. She said, next Tuesday I'll be free. When she said that, we waited. We worked 2 blocks from the DMV. We said, we'll drive you over, we'll sign everything over there, and you can get it done. She never appeared on that date. She called 2 weeks later, and then we rescheduled it again. She did this a number of times, and she never appeared while it's still registered in Dad's name.
It's no longer registered in your name?
Not no more.
Now, is it registered in the name of either of these 2 people? Do you know?
Nope.
No.
Do you know that it's not?
Yes.
In whose name is the car registered?
Freddie?
And do you know who that is?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is it?
It is a fellow who contacted me. He ran our license plate because the car was impounded twice.
Car was impounded?
Impounded twice. He contacted me, said he traded his car. He's about 17 at this time, and at the time that he contacted me. Said he traded his car, they took his car and some money, and gave him that car with no title. So he ended up getting pulled over, and they asked him who Bill Balch was.
Do you remember the date of the call from Freddie?
It was around May 15th, because that's the day that we transferred. So it was about a 15-day stretch.
May 15th of what year?
2015.
Did you ever receive any impound bills for your car?
No, ma'am.
Where had the car been impounded?
Once was with her son, Freddie, in San Antonio. That's where the car was impounded at. I don't know if they parked it. All I know is we got a phone call, and Mrs. Cormier was trying to get it out of impound.
I think it was a guy.
I believe everything he says. I believe everything he says.
Wow.
Right, good. So I don't know where your car is. You should take responsibility. You got busted. Your mother did not take appropriate caution so that Mr. Bosch had no responsibility for your car. You didn't take proper precaution. Your son didn't take proper precaution. And I find that neither one of these 2 people had anything to do with getting your car impounded, getting the title transferred, and reselling it. I don't see any evidence of that. None. Your case is dismissed. We're
Hold on,
done.
ma'am. I have a picture right here that shows that the car is parked in front of my mom's house October 2015.
We are done. Ms. Pickrell, you rented a room in an apartment that was either owned or rented by the defendants. And it is your claim that it didn't work out, but it didn't work out in a sort of uncross your arms. It didn't work out in an almost unseemly way. And you were told to leave the apartment. You had already paid your rent for the month of May. Were the authorities called?
Yes, the authorities were called on the 23rd until
of
May until the 27th of May. Every day until I was forced out of the residence.
Okay. And what you want is you want your rent back because you had already paid June's rent?
Yes, correct.
And what was the rent they were charging you for the room?
$650 for the room.
When had you moved in? In what month?
I moved in March 1st, 2015.
So March was okay?
Yes, March was fine.
And then you moved your boyfriend in?
Yes, He is staying there.
But with their permission, they charged him an extra $100 a month for increased utilities.
Yes.
When did you move your boyfriend in?
He moved in towards the middle of March, and
then they accepted your rent for April.
yes.
Is it correct that you accepted her rent for April?
Yes.
That's either a yes or a no.
No.
He says yes, you say no. You want to discuss it with each other?
Because she has the dates wrong. She moved in April, not March.
Could you please answer my question? Did she pay April's rent?
Yes.
Yes, she paid the first rent.
Did you?
That's the month she moved in.
I'm only going to listen to one of you. Who's going to tell me the truth? Figure it out.
Lorna, if you're getting the dates wrong, you can say yes.
She paid April's rent, which you accepted, $650.
Yes.
And she paid May's rent,
Yes.
$650.
Yes.
And did she pay April's rent by check or cash?
Check.
And did she pay May's rent by check or cash?
Check.
Check. And did she pay June's rent?
No.
You have check to show me for June?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see it.
It was not a rent for the month. It was a deposit, security deposit. I clearly explained that to her from the beginning.
I don't care what you explained. I want to see the check.
Okay.
I have all three right here, Your Honor.
May I see them, please?
This does state that it was last month. I gave it.
Can I just see what you have? Perfect. Well, April 3rd, you have $500 for rent. Okay, then it went up to $650. Is that because the boyfriend moved in?
That's because I gave her the $150 in cash. I only have the check for the $500 for the last month.
Okay. So you have March 31st, and March 31st was for
April.
April?
Yes.
And then I have April 3rd. Why would you pay her March 31st and then April 3rd?
That was a security deposit.
I'm
sorry.
It's because she wanted an additional $650 for her last month's rent in case anything was to come up, and that's that check.
Or for security. Doesn't
Yes.
make any difference. Perfect. And then I have on May 1st, but what I don't have is June. Where is June?
June is right.
You could either have June or you can have this as security deposit. Which was it? It can't be June.
Security deposit was not $650. She added $150, and that's what I did give her in cash. That's
fine.
rent.
But so you did not pay June's rent.
I did, and I wrote last month's in the memo. I wrote last month.
Either you paid security or you paid last month's rent.
I paid last month's rent.
Okay, fine. You paid last month's rent when you first moved in. Is that what you're telling me? Is that how you evaluated it? That you paid last month's rent when you first moved in? You paid no security deposit?
I paid last month's rent in the middle, and that was April 3rd, because she wanted to bring that up in the middle.
You can't have it both ways. Either you paid last month's rent or you paid security deposit. Which one was it?
Last month's rent.
Fine. So there's no security deposit. Now, and you moved out in May. So you want your 1 month's rent back, which is $650.
Correct.
There's a claim here for filing a false restraining order against you. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you all went to mediation with regard to that. Am I also correct?
Yes.
And you resolved that case with a mediator. Is that also correct?
Yes.
So I'm not entertaining that unless they filed another restraining order against you. Did they?
No.
So that case is resolved. The next part of the case that I'm going to entertain is your property. Now, when you moved in, what property did you move in with?
I moved in a queen-size bed.
Okay. Where is her bed?
Moved everything out.
She took it with her.
She took it with her. How did she take it with her?
She was moving out for 2 days.
She had 2 days. She took
That's
2
not
days to
correct,
move all
Your
her
Honor.
stuff out.
He helped her.
I even helped her.
I have a video of them forcing me out, Your Honor, if I could play it.
Yeah, after her sister barged in her apartment.
Absolutely. I would like to see
And
it.
broke everything and beat him up.
Listen to me. I don't see a counterclaim here. I'm going to look at the video. He says he helped her move. Just a second. Tell me on what date this video was taken.
This was May 27th, and this was around 8:30 p.m.
On what date do you claim you helped her move her stuff out? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. On what date do you claim you move her things out? What date?
I don't remember exactly.
I want you to remember exactly. We're not talking about something that happened 20 years ago. On what date did you help her move her things out?
It was a year ago.
Last year. It was.
Remember the day of the week, Marty. Remember the day of the week.
It was
Remember
a
what
Tuesday?
happened exactly.
It was a Tuesday.
Okay, let's see.
Your Honor, I do have a receipt here. The police advised me to purchase a new doorknob with a lock.
Don't tell me what the police advised you. Okay.
Sorry.
Was shortly after that you moved out. Did you move out that day?
That night, I was physically forced out.
Okay. Did you ever go back to the apartment?
I went back on May 29th with a police escort to retrieve my belongings, and they served me with a temporary restraining order and said the room was empty.
Okay, fine. Very good. Uncross your arms.
I'm not feeling good.
Okay, then you can sit down. On what day were you served a protective order?
It was like the following day after she left.
Do you remember the police coming back to your house with her on the 20th?
Yeah, she came. Sorry.
Do you remember the police coming back to your house with her?
Yes.
Do you remember the police going through the apartment and her room?
Yeah, they went in.
Easy to verify with the precinct. Was it before the police came or after the police left or while they were there that you helped her move out her bed? Look at me.
It was before.
It was before. So
Yeah,
it was,
it was 2 days.
So it was between the 27th when that scuffle went on and she left the apartment and the 29th. So it had to be the 28th.
Yes.
It had to be the 28th that you say you were helpful with her and helped her move her property out. I just want to understand that that's what you're telling me. It's a good thing she sat down.
Yeah.
She would have been falling down. You see, if she was standing up next to you, then maybe you would have some support. So let me see what you want me to believe. You want me to believe that you had this sort of scuffle with her, that you filed a protective order against her because of this,
Yes.
so that she could not come back to the residence. But the next day, she came back to the residence on the 28th.
No, I'm sorry.
No. Sit. No.
You have
Sit.
not let us
did
talk.
Did you hear what I said? I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3.
No, I'm sorry, but you're not letting us talk. This is not even what happened.
Out.
You got all the You have all the dates wrong, everything wrong.
Out. You want to sit down and be quiet?
Okay, believe whatever
Good.
you want.
Perfect. Now, your answer. I'm not even dealing with her complaint. Your answer talks about all the dates, those 27th, 28th. So you want me to believe that after this kerfuffle, which occurred on the 27th of May, and the police came back on the 29th, I assume that you have a report that they went with you?
Yes.
May I see it? That in between those 2 days, you, being the nice guy that you are, helped her move her furniture out of the room. That's what you want me to believe?
Yes, I helped her move her stuff. I never threw any of her stuff away.
You may not have. Now, Mr. Torres, whether the $650 was the last month's rent, which was June, or security deposit, you do not have a counterclaim, which means that there is no claim made by you that there was any damage caused by her to the house, to the apartment.
Yeah, we do. We got the evidence right here.
Just a second.
Got all the pictures.
Just a second. Hand down. I don't have a counterclaim, sir. I don't care what you have there. There is no counterclaim here for damage.
Well, what is a counterclaim?
We just wanted her out. We didn't want nothing
Listen
to do
to
with
me
her.
We don't ever
anymore.
see her again.
We just
Would you
wanted
put her
her
out,
out.
please?
Sure.
Can I just
Put her
ask for
out.
5 minutes?
Put her out.
2 minutes.
Put her out.
Want to say,
Put her out.
explain her
Put her
story
out.
for 2 minutes because I feel like you're
Out.
manipulating.
Out.
You're manipulating
Out.
the situation
Miss.
with your questions.
Miss,
Out.
Come this way.
This is ridiculous.
You have no counterclaim for any damage, which you would have had to have served her to say she's not due back the $650, which we're claiming a security deposit because she caused damage to her room that we are going to be responsible for. You did not file that against her. Therefore, she's entitled to her rent/security deposit back because she lived there a certain amount of months.
She never
And
signed anything though. We had a verbal agreement where she had a cat that she didn't even have a pet deposit for.
Mr. Torres, listen to me carefully, sir. Counterclaim.
We're taking it out of her security.
You did not take it out of her security deposit because no court said you could take it out of her security deposit. That's what we're here for. And since you didn't file a counterclaim, she's entitled to her $650 back. Now the only thing that I have to determine is whether I believe she got all of her property back.
Your Honor.
What?
I do have a receipt that shows at 3:22 on May 27th, I purchased a whole new doorknob and lock.
I
So
don't
locked
care.
my
I
property
told you
in.
before I don't care about the doorknob and lock. All I care about is the furniture. Now the question is, when you went to mediation on the protective order, did the mediator discuss your furniture?
No, they did not discuss my furniture. They said I should proceed with that in small claims court.
With regard to your furniture?
Yes, with my property.
Furniture. All I'm interested in is furniture.
Furniture, yes.
You left, your sister was there, there were certain things that were packed in her car. As far as I'm concerned, that's all I care. Your sister came over that
Yes.
night and packed things in her car, but she didn't
Right,
pack
yeah.
your bed in your car.
No.
Now, did you get your bed back?
No, I did not.
What other furniture didn't you get back?
It was my bed. I had this little desk, and also it wasn't furniture. The rest was just clothing and bathroom
Just the
belongings.
bed and the desk.
Yes.
Where'd you get the bed from?
I got the bed from a family friend. She gave me a bed, so I don't have a
And
receipt.
fine, and the desk?
A family friend, too.
Great. Okay. You owe us $650. Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You had a sister. Your sister lived in California. You and your wife lived in Florida. Your sister became ill and she was diagnosed with cancer. You and your wife relocated from Florida. Are you retired?
No, not retired.
Did you get a new job in California?
My wife is a contractor, so we move around quite a bit.
So you came to California and you had another project
Correct.
in California. Okay. And how long was that project for?
It's ongoing still.
So you moved to California because you had a new project.
Correct.
Okay, well, then this is sort of misleading, Mr. Riley. I'll get to the whole thing. This is probably going to be more interesting than I even thought it was going to be. This is a situation. Your sister was sick in California. You came to California. You led me to believe in your complaint that you and your wife gave up your life in Florida to come to California to minister to your ill sister. That's what I get from. That's what I got from your complaint.
Very much
Now
true.
it appears that you have a contracting job, and even though your sister is no longer with us, that contracting job is ongoing because that's what you and your wife do. So it was probably a combination of both things. In any event, you came to California with your wife for a job, which you're still doing, and you're still living in California.
Yes.
Still living in California,
Still in
even though your sister's not here anymore.
Correct.
Right.
We're from California originally.
It doesn't matter. I was just misled by the complaint. Maybe it was my own silly misreading
I'd
of
love
it.
to clarify if I could.
They saw
But
work here.
I didn't ask you a question.
Sorry. Sorry, Your Honor.
In any event, your sister was here. She came to live with you for a while. She was ill. She was getting treatment while you were in California. And you are her closest living relative.
Yes.
Closest biological living relative.
No. Physically close. Yes. Biologically, we have 6 siblings.
Oh, but she didn't live with any of the other
No,
siblings.
she lived by herself until she lived with us.
She was a single lady,
Correct.
no children.
Never married, no kids.
And the defendant is her cousin.
Correct.
So you took care of her, drove her to her doctor's appointments, did whatever had to be done. Sister
For
passes.
months, I may add. For months.
Years. Months, years,
Just so you know.
whatever. For months. You did all of those things, and your sister unfortunately succumbed to cancer. She passed away, and when her will was read, to your surprise, you were not made beneficiary of any part of the estate. Her entire estate went to her cousin, Miss Wells, as the beneficiary, but your sister did a double whammy. She made you the trustee.
Correct.
Okay. And that, I assume, Mr. Riley, if you and I are being honest with each other, was both irritating to you and probably to your wife, who was very anxious to talk to me before.
No.
Yeah.
Not really.
It wasn't irritating.
It was irritating, but not for the reasons you say. It was not monetarily driven. I care for my sister. It was,
I understand.
It was a surprise. It's always just
It was
a surprise.
It was a surprise. In any event, there was ongoing acrimony between you and Miss Wells. That is clear from both your complaint and her answer. But this is what your complaint is about, because it's the only thing that your complaint can be about. You ultimately turned over the trust to Miss Wells because you didn't want to be involved in it anymore.
No, not
There
true.
had been
Not true. She didn't like the way I was handling the trust, and she
Right. She
stripped
didn't
me of my
like as
trustee duties.
beneficiary the way you were handling the trust. And she said in her mind you were dissipating the trust. And since she was the beneficiary of the trust and a together person, she said, I can take care of this myself and I'll spend the money differently.
With 3 different attorneys, by the way.
Doesn't matter.
6 months.
Doesn't matter.
That's me.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Do you see? What you're doing now is demonstrating just how irritated you
I'm
still
sorry.
are.
I get emotional about my sister's death still. I'm sorry.
Well, this isn't about your sister's death. This is about money.
Okay.
If you were emotional about your sister's death, then you would have said, you know, my sister died. She knew how she felt. It was her money. She felt, for whatever reason, either close to Miss Wells or she felt that Miss Wells needed the money more than you did, that you and your wife were doing okay. For whatever reason, it was her money. That's what she decided to do with it. So
Absolutely.
when people pass away, whether it be a parent or a grandparent or whatever, and you as a relative don't think that you're getting the appropriate love from the deceased by way of monetary reward, it's irritating. Happens all the time. And you're not unusual for that.
But that's
But this
not-
is what you're not unusual for that. But this is what your case is about.
It's not.
After
Sorry.
Miss Wells took over the trust and finally got into the condo that was very much in dispute, she found that there were certain things missing from the condo. And as a result of that, she notified the insurance company because evidently your sister had homeowners insurance. She found laptop missing. She found someone had purposely damaged a sleep member bed.
I really want to speak to that if you let me.
Just a second. No. Whatever it is, she found certain things missing in her mind. And she made a complaint to the insurance company, filed a claim with the insurance company, who did it, as they have to, an investigation before they pay out a complaint. And when you call the adjuster who is going to examine your complaint, what she did, and I assume she did make a police report.
Yes, indeed. Name me as culprit.
Okay. Can I see a copy of that police report?
No, because I don't have a copy. Do you have a copy?
I do have a copy.
May I see it?
You were denied a copy?
I was denied a copy because I was the culprit.
Put her out. She's annoying me. She doesn't learn. Not a free-for-all. It's an out.
Come on.
Oh, I beg
It's
your
an
pardon.
outie.
Pardon me. Thank you.
No, you can stay.
Thank you. Sorry, Your Honor.
Forgive me, Your Honor. It's very difficult to find, but I do have it. Here it is.
Give it to Officer Byrd, please.
May I ask what date that was filed?
Okay. So what she says in this Sheriff's Department report, have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what it says.
I appreciate that.
It says she inherited the apartment from her cousin who passed away. Prior to moving in, she says where she lived, and she had seen photos of the apartment, she the defendant, and its contents, and through email exchanges prior to her cousin's passing away. On May 26, 2016, Anna moved to the apartment.
Sorry, when?
She looked around on May 26, 2016.
Your Honor,
That's
may
what
I
it-
correct that? I didn't move
Just,
there. I was
I'm
only
reading,
walking.
listen to me, don't correct anything. I'm reading to him what the police report says.
Yes.
If it said something and it wasn't accurate, you should have corrected it at the time.
Oh, yes.
On May 26, 2016, Anna moved to the apartment. She looked around and inventoried the items in the apartment. She saw items were missing from the apartment that she had previously seen in photos. She believes another cousin of hers, Thomas Riley, who had access to the apartment prior to Anna's arrival, entered and damaged the mattress on the bed by cutting out a portion of it with an unknown object.
She's lying.
She also believes he took various other items from the apartment. She does not know for certain if Thomas took the items or damaged the mattress, but she stated she was in a battle with Thomas over being appointed trustee of her cousin's estate. Anna did not desire prosecution and did not want Thomas contacted over the matter. She stated Thomas is emotionally unstable and did not want to aggravate
Yeah,
him.
right.
Anna wanted the matter documented for insurance purposes.
If I may.
You don't have to. I'm formulating a picture. Do you understand?
I understand.
And as very often happens in a legal landscape, the landscape is changing, Mr. Riley.
True.
And it's changing in your favor, sir.
Okay.
Now you got a windfall. You inherited this apartment and whatever money was left in the estate, if there was any. If it had happened to me, I wouldn't have looked at draperies, 2 sets, 92 inches, $650. Sleep number bed, king size, model 1, $6,000. Moen brand shower heads, $2,000. A Galaxy Pro Tab. Dishes, $350. Bissell Pro Heat Steam for the floor. White bleach cruiser bicycle. A purse for $1,000. How much in total did you get from the insurance company?
$16,000, Your Honor. I have
Just a second. $16,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
None of which actually you paid for.
Correct. Yes.
All of which your cousin paid for.
Yes, correct.
Yes, correct. And the single most expensive item was a sleep number bed.
Correct.
And you gained access to the apartment in May of 2016. I said gained access to the apartment. That's what it says in the police report. It says Anna moved to the apartment.
Your Honor, was the first time I was ever at the apartment.
June?
June 24th.
June 24th. This is my problem with you. Yeah.
Yes.
You're getting ready for the problem.
No, I can explain.
No, you can't. There is no way you can explain it to me. Because if I came in and I found all of those things missing and found the $6,000 bed destroyed, I would have made a police report that day.
Your Honor,
Just a second. I would have made a police report that day. You made a police report 2 months later and were very, very clear that you were making the police report for insurance purposes only. Made it very clear to the police.
Your Honor, I can explain the dates. I didn't understand that I had to make the report from that location. I left because I had appointments and I was working full-time.
How old are you?
Well, hate to say,
listen,
I'm old enough. I'm old enough.
Nothing that you can say to me, Zippo, that you can say to me after being involved with him for an extended period of time in a contentious situation, that if you walked into the apartment and you found somebody had taken a knife to a $6,000 bed, that you wouldn't have called the police right away. Right away.
I called my attorney. Actually, I was on the phone with my attorney, and she told me,
don't tell me what
picture.
she told you. Listen to me. I'm not interested in what she told you. That's hearsay. There is no way that you would not have made a police report. Now, what is his case about? His case is about the following. As a result of you making this statement, and in order to clear his name with the insurance company, because the insurance company paid you.
Yes.
You
wanted to collect from me.
That's why you hired the attorney. I understand. I said the landscape is changing. The landscape is changing. Do you understand?
I do. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, the insurance company told me to take my time in making the report.
Just a second. Don't tell me what the insurance company told you. That's hearsay. Second,
Yes.
because I heard you, I don't believe you.
No, I had to investigate and get all of the pictures.
I don't believe you. Let's be clear.
Okay.
I don't believe you. So you paid $800 for
my
legal
attorney.
fees. You have a copy of the bill.
I do.
I'd like to take a look
Your Honor,
at it.
I have pictures to show the
Speak not.
condo.
Speak not. Police report. The day you found it. Not interested in your pictures. Not interested in your request for $2,000 more
When I
for
called
the
the
deductible.
department.
Not interested.
Okay.
Did you sell the condo?
Yes, I had to.
Don't tell me had to. Did you sell the condo?
I sold the condo, yes.
Okay, let's see. You sold the condo for how much?
$4,075.
407.
The net was $120.
So you got 100. Shh.
Yes.
Don't speak. You got $120,000.
Yes. And I had and
just-
to that point, I had paid $75,000 in mortgage fees, HOA fees, late fees,
Great.
interest,
so you still are
insurance,
$75,000.
utilities.
Hey, you're still $75,000 in the plus column.
Yes.
Plus $16,000 from insurance.
Yes.
I know exactly what happened. $800. Judgment for the plaintiff. Your counterclaim is dismissed. We're done.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Campos, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer.
Where?
San Antonio, Texas. Hope you don't use that against me.
No, I'm going to hold your lawsuit against you because it's stupid.
Well, to me, it's personal, and if you got a bad haircut, I'm sure you would be happy.
It's stupid. your lawsuit's stupid. And I actually am surprised. I didn't know what you did for a living, so I'm actually surprised that you acknowledge that you were a lawyer. I would have thought that a lawyer had more respect for courts than to bring this kind of lawsuit, which I'm going to outline very briefly. You went to the defendant to have your hair cut. Whatever hair you have left, you wanted to have cut. And she cut your hair too short, so you're suing her for $5,000. Now, that's a ridiculous lawsuit. It's a ridiculous waste of judicial time. Only thing is, this is a television courtroom, so we actually have fun doing sometimes ridiculous cases, which I'm sure is the reason you came here.
Well, no, in America, we entitle different
Just a
opinions.
second. Listen to me. Mr. Campos, this is not an audition, and I've already got the job. Got it?
Got it.
Did you pay for the haircut?
Yes, I did.
How much did you pay for the hair?
$10.
And when you paid the $10, she had already cut your hair.
Yes, she had shaved my head.
Just a second. She had already cut your hair.
Yes.
And when did you get this short haircut?
It was a couple of days before Christmas, about December 21st.
And right now we're 3 months later, and is this the usual length of your hair?
Yes, it is. Shaved my head.
Great. Now you're going to show me a picture of what your head looked like after the defendant cut your hair. Okay. She gave you a very short haircut. It's not shaven, but it's very, very short.
It wasn't a haircut, it was a shave.
Impossible. Did you use a razor on his head? No, of course not. That's not a razor.
And ma'am,
Sam Jackson's hair is cut with a razor.
No, ma'am.
No.
I didn't accuse her of using
Just
a razor. I did an electric shaver is what she used.
Right. That's fine.
Your Honor.
Okay, just a second. Okay. Not necessary. And it took probably about 3 weeks for your hair to grow out.
Your opinion, I don't know, maybe a month.
Whatever. It took a month for your hair to grow out. And were you working during that time, Mr. Campos?
No.
That's just a second. Were you working? That's a yes or a no during that month.
Well, I'm self-employed, so some days I work, some days I don't. Yes, I was working.
The answer you were working, and you didn't work over the Christmas holidays.
I wasn't claiming lost wages.
Mr. Campos, it's not an audition, sir.
I'm not auditioning. I'm just responding to what you say.
I don't think you're cute.
I'm not trying to be cute.
Great.
You're
Good.
trying to be cute.
Good.
You are cute.
Mr. Campos, you are absolutely correct. That's why I have the job, and you get $10, and that's the judgment of the court. Goodbye.
You don't want to hear the facts?
We're done. Ms. Griffin, it is your claim that the defendant who you had hired on several occasions to do hair straightening for you straightened your hair the last time, and as a result of straightening your hair, you lost some hair, and you want to be compensated for that to the tune of $5,000. She says that she used the same product on you each of the 3 times you came to her salon, that the reason, in all probability, that you suffered hair loss is that you had your hair braided in between the second and third treatment that you had. And she has indicated that she has proof that you had hair braiding done between those 2 times, probably why you suffered hair loss. I assume that neither of you have a doctor or an expert here. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, the first time you went to the defendant's salon was on what date to have hair straightened?
Approximately June the 23rd.
Of what year?
2016.
And when was the second time?
August 17th.
How long have you been going to her salon?
Since June of 20.
In June of 2016, was that the first time you had had your hair straightened?
Approximately for 3 years prior to that.
So you had had your hair straightened 3 years before?
Yes.
At what salon?
Her salon.
How many times?
Maybe 10.
And then you stopped for 3 years?
Yes.
Why?
Her prices were high, and I wanted to go natural.
But then you went back?
Yes.
Because for the 10 times she had done it, you were satisfied?
Yes.
When was the third time you had it done?
Approximately October the 20th.
Between June 21st and October 20th, did you have your hair braided?
No.
Did you have any other process done to your hair?
Shampoo and wash only.
Where?
At Plaza Salon.
When was that?
Approximately September the 4th, I did the first roller set.
So it wasn't just a shampoo. You had your hair set
with rollers.
Shampooed and set. Mm-hmm. And when was the next time you had your hair shampooed and set at the Plaza Salon?
Approximately November the 5th.
And when for the first time did you complain to the defendant that you were having trouble with hair loss? On what date?
approximately December the 18th to the 20th, somewhere around there of 2016.
So let me understand this. You had your hair relaxed for the third and final time.
Yes.
October 20th, October to November, November to December. So 2 months later was the first time that you complained to her that you were having hair loss problems.
That's when I called her because of the way. Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
And in between that time, you went to another salon.
Early part of November.
Did you go back, just for my own curiosity, did you go back to the other salon after November 5th?
No.
Why not?
I usually go to the salon when I have something major going on. I had a baby shower that weekend. That's why I went and got the roller set. After that, I didn't have any major engagements to go to. So I put it in a ponytail, and that's how I wore it for up until I started coming out really bad. I couldn't tell how it was coming out because it was in a ponytail. And when I combed it, I could just see hair coming out.
What else do you have to tell me?
That the product that she used, she stated I only had to have a relaxer every 2 months. But the last relaxer in October that she gave me was different. The way she put it in my hair, she kept combing it, asking me, was it burning? And she never did that the prior 2 times. And the hair started coming out because I needed to have a relaxer before the 2 months. I needed it within 4 to 6 weeks, not the 2 months, because it was different.
You have no case. You have no case.
Okay.
This is what I'm getting. You went to the defendant 10 times and you were satisfied. Then you stopped. You didn't go back for 3 years. Then you went back in June. You were perfectly satisfied. You went back in August. You were perfectly satisfied. You went back in October. You were perfectly satisfied. In between those dates, you went to another salon and had other work done on your hair.
No chemicals.
Yep. I don't care whether they were chemicals or not, but for 2 months. 2 months. I mean, if you were talking about, and I have never had my hair relaxed. I never had any reason to do that. But I know what having a perm is, because we used to get those as kids. We used to give each other perms, and there were times when I got them. So that's a chemical that you put on your hair, very similar to a relaxer. It just goes the other way. One makes it curly, one makes it straight. If your hair gets burnt and your scalp gets burnt, you know it right away, not 2 months later. Somebody puts something on your scalp to relax your hair or to curl your hair and it burns. You know it burns right away. The same way color burns. If someone puts color on your hair and you're allergic to that color, you're going to know it right away, not 2 months later. Unless you have an expert witness to testify that it could take 2 months to show hair loss from a chemical burn. That's what we're talking about.
It didn't take 2 months. It took that for all of my hair to come out. It was coming out as the time went on.
You took 2 months because that's the first time you called her. And she would have to be a psychic to know that you were having hair trouble before you called her. To me, if I went in to have a perm or color and my hair was burned, I would call the next day and I would say, gee, my scalp is burning, it's itching, it's on fire, something is wrong that you put on my hair. But you didn't have any of that. And you went and had your hair shampooed and rollered without any complaint. So you have no case. Now, on the flip side of that, you have a counterclaim.
I do.
And I'd like to see what the counterclaim is. You say that she slandered your business.
She's been slandering me. I am a master educator, stylist, also.
I want to see physically what you are complaining about.
Okay. Well,
what
here's
she
a letter
said
from PBS. She's just going around the city. Just,
well, I don't.
It stops sales and business.
Well, I don't know that. And you have no evidence of any. I just would like to see it. What is this?
Well, he is the owner of the salon. So when he got the information.
Listen to me.
From other.
This is hearsay. It's not admissible. You want to show me slander? You show me something that she wrote, someplace that she published something that was untrue about you. I'll be more than happy to see it.
She blocked me from her Facebook.
Well, then I can't help you, Miss Childers.
Well, that's it. She's been slandering my name. I don't
know
it.
that.
I know. I understand what you're saying.
You know, just because you say it doesn't make it true. Just because she says that
so
you burned her, it doesn't make it true. What? Tell me your name.
Marie Adams.
Miss Adams, how do you know her?
I've been getting my hair done by Cola since 2006.
Okay. And do you know Miss Griffin?
No, I don't.
Have you ever met her before today?
No, I haven't.
What is she going to testify to? She's never met her and she doesn't know her.
It's all over that Diane.
We're done. You need proof. You need a witness that heard her say something. You need something that she published for people to read. This is hearsay. This is from somebody who you could have brought instead of her. right?
They couldn't come.
I guess so. Okay, we're done. Thank you. You have no case against her, madam, because you have no proof that anything that she did to you caused your hair loss. None. And she doesn't have any proof of slander, although in all probability you've been going around telling people that your hair came out because of something she did, but she had no proof of that. Okay, wait. Thank you. Now, when you lived together for these 18 months, when he moved in, how old was the child that you have together?
She was not born yet. She was born.
So you conceived that child during the 18-month period?
That is correct.
Which means that you lived together as a couple.
Correct.
I'm not interested in his piece of the rent. Do you understand? Do we have anything else? Late fees for what?
It was a debit card that I had that was blocked, and I had to have it reordered due to the fact that someone was calling in using my information, including my PIN number.
What month?
The later month of July, early August.
That was after you had already broken up?
Yes.
Okay, did you do that?
No, ma'am.
So you didn't use her credit card after the two of you split up?
No, I had no access to it.
Okay, prove it to me, Ms. Hazel. Prove to me that he used your credit card, your debit card, after the two of you broke up. I don't care what happened before. You were living as a family. After you broke up, after July.
After July, the only thing that I have is showing that my particular debit card was compromised.
I need proof that he did it. He says he didn't.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so you have no case. So your case is dismissed. Now he has a counterclaim. He has a counterclaim for an unpaid loan. Now let's deal with an unpaid loan. This is what I'm getting from your papers, Mr. Holliday.
Yes, ma'am.
Of an unpaid loan. You borrowed money from your aunt.
Yes, ma'am.
And gave that money to the plaintiff because there were outstanding bills.
Well, it was at the time that when they was going to court because the landlord was subleasing the out.
Listen to me. Was that while you were still living together?
No, ma'am.
It's not. You had already moved out.
No, it was actually on the tail end of it, right before she...
Just to answer my question, sir.
No, ma'am.
Were you still living together when you gave her the $1,000?
No, ma'am.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Then I want you to tell me about this $1,000. He's out of the house. You say, I kicked him out of the house in July.
Yes.
Okay. So?
Okay.
You gave her $1,000?
So, Your Honor, basically what was going on is I needed help. I just basically needed him to, I asked him to pray for me at first.
Just a second. You said in your complaint that you kicked him out of the house in July because you had enough of him, you had enough of, he finally got a job, they garnished his wages for child support because he had a child support order that he wasn't paying, so they garnished his wages. According to your complaint, I'm going to read it to you. When they became a source of conflict in our relationship, he wasn't contributing. I finally had enough and told him he needed to pay all the rent he owed me or get out. He accused me of cheating on him. That was the last straw. I kicked him out of the apartment.
Correct.
How come he gave you money?
Due to the fact that we have a daughter together, and he actually moved back in with his parents. So he couldn't help as far as making sure that our daughter had a shelter. So I'm the only one that could be able to provide our daughter with a shelter. So to help out with what was going on, he actually ended up giving me $1,000 in which I used towards the rent to be able to remain in the home that I'm currently living at.
Do you work?
I am an
The answer is yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
In
July.
In July. Tell me about it. That's your counterclaim.
Basically, she
Not basically. I don't want
She was telling me that, far as with the landlord subleasing it out to her and the main landlord came up to an agreement where her and the kids can stay there. She didn't have the money at the time, so I borrowed the money from my aunt and made sure they had a roof over their head. No, I just wanted one, the one that I asked for, because one of the TVs I bought was for her daughter.
Good. And
she just all of a sudden, she just stopped talking to me, period. Didn't want to socialize with me.
I don't want. Okay, now I got it. Okay, well, good. So you gave her $1,000. Pay your rent back. What's next? You want your 2 TVs back?
No, I just wanted one, the one that I asked for, because one of the TVs I bought was for her daughter.
As a gift?
Yes, ma'am.
And the other one?
It was mine. It was in our room.
Who purchased it?
I did.
With what money?
When I was in a car accident.
What do you mean you were in a car?
I was in a car accident one day going to work, and my settlement ended up coming through when I was out of work. I ended up buying a television for the room.
Do you still have the television?
Yes, I do have that television. It's my television.
Who paid for it?
Mr. Holliday paid for it.
Good. Within 5 days, you'll have an order that you can retrieve your TV. Are we finished here? Good. Thank you very much. We're done. Ms. Sonkrant, this used to be your boyfriend. It's not your boyfriend anymore. While he was your boyfriend, the two of you went on holiday together, decided to get matching tattoos. He didn't have any money. You laid out the money for his tattoo.
Yes.
Sometime way after that, he used your credit card to purchase furniture. So there was a loan for furniture for his apartment.
Yes.
He still hadn't paid you for the tattoo, right?
Correct.
Forget about the tattoo. Do you still have the tattoo?
Yes.
Do you still have the tattoo?
Yes, but it's covered.
But what?
It's covered.
It's covered with what?
Writing.
What did it say?
It was a K with the heart, like a king.
It's what?
K with the heart.
With a K with a heart. Is that your name?
No, it was king and then mine was queen.
I really have to get my hearing checked. I swear. God, everybody better go to articulation classes.
That's not going to happen.
Okay, now, you moved into an apartment, you didn't have any furniture. And how did you get furniture?
Correct.
And what did she say?
For me. Ms. Sonkrant offered to get, she knew that I didn't have any furniture, so we went to the furniture store, and she helped me pick it out, basically.
Okay, great. And do you remember how much it was?
Not off the top of my head, no.
But you were making payments on it.
Not really.
You never made any payments on it?
No.
Never?
No.
Really? When was it purchased? In what month?
I would say September-ish, yeah.
And it was bought on credit?
Yes.
How much was it?
It was $2,235.54.
What kind of work were you doing, Mr. Nichols?
Worked in a factory. I was a machine operator.
Still there?
No.
What are you doing now?
Right now, I'm currently looking for a job.
So you don't have a job?
No.
And what kind of furniture did she buy you?
It was a Serta mattress, king size, and the bed frame, and the TV.
And you have a new girlfriend?
Yes.
Do you watch the TV with your new girlfriend?
Yes.
And you sleep on the mattress and the frame?
Yes.
You think it's right that the plaintiff pay for that?
I mean, it was a gift.
It might have been. I'm just asking you if you think it's right that she pay for it. Now, Miss Sonkrant.
Yes.
When did you and Mr. Nichols break up?
In the beginning of December.
When was the first payment due on the furniture?
What would have been September? October 24th.
Who made that payment?
He made that payment.
Show me.
I only have the bills. I don't have it showing that he paid, but I have evidence of him saying that he was paying me.
I would like to see that.
All these.
Isn't it nice I got rid of the new girlfriend? Just in case you think I'm going to be exceedingly hard on him. I just want you to read some of these emails back and forth.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me whether, based upon these emails, you would buy U.S. savings bonds.
Do they still sell those?
If you have confidence in the country. You told her you were going to pay her for the furniture. Unfortunately, your choice of language was such that the camera operator here can't take a picture of it because you only know how to express yourself using four-letter expletives.
I don't believe, what did I say that I paid her? I told her I was going to pay for it.
Would you show Shakespeare, please, the emails? In the emails is where you told her.
Yeah, man.
Now you see where you told her you were going to pay her?
Yes, I remember those conversations.
Good. $2,235. Judgment for the plaintiff. Good done. How old are you, Miss Telly?
19.
Do you work or go to school?
Both.
Where do you go to school?
Mesa Community College.
Full-time?
Part-time.
And what kind of work do you do?
I work at Starbucks.
Do you live at home or you have?
At home, yes.
And Miss Lewis, you have a daughter, and your daughter and Miss Tully were friends.
Yes, ma'am.
And they had been friends for a long time.
Couple of years.
And she had accompanied you on family vacations before?
Yes, ma'am.
How many times?
This would have been the fourth, so 3 prior to this trip.
And she always paid for her own airfare?
When we flew, correct. Minus one time, I did pay for it one time.
When did you pay for that?
I believe it was a trip to New York.
From where?
Chandler, Arizona. But we fly out of Phoenix Sky
So
Harbor.
it was a long flight.
Yes, ma'am.
Where else did you go with Miss Tully?
California, Your Honor, twice. And then
when you went to California, where did you stay?
Huntington Beach at a condo that I rented.
She paid her own airfare?
There was no airfare, we drove. And I did pay for the gas.
Yes, you have other children other than this daughter?
I do, I have a son.
And did he accompany you on the trip?
He did.
Did you have any difficulty with her before, with expense money, anything else that would have given you cause to pause about inviting
No.
her again?
No.
Okay. This case is about a trip that you all took, a family trip that you took to Hawaii, and Miss Tully was invited to go along. The arrangement was, according to you, that she would take care of her own airfare, which she did, correct? Did you book the tickets?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
And you paid for the tickets on your credit card?
Yes, Your Honor.
And she gave you money in cash to cover her ticket?
Yes, her mother and father did.
You rented a hotel while you were in Hawaii?
Condominium.
Condo. How many bedrooms?
1.
And where did Miss Tully and your daughter sleep?
On the pull-out couch.
So they slept together. So
Yes.
she didn't have her own room, so she...
As well as another friend.
So there was no additional expense?
Correct.
With that. And food, how was that covered?
She was supposed to cover her own food.
Okay. And you brought money with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much money did you bring?
About $300.
How long were you going to be away for?
I believe it was 7 days, but we got stuck for an extra day, I believe.
Got stuck because of air?
Yeah, there was something with the weather flying out of Los Angeles, so we couldn't fly out from Hawaii to Los Angeles to get home.
Is that correct?
No, Your Honor. The trip was a 10-day trip, the 22nd through the 1st, and we did get stuck for 2 extra days, about a day and a half, so it became an 11-and-a-half-day trip.
Now, this lawsuit is all about the fact that your daughter and Miss Tully had a fight, an argument. It's falling out. When did you have that argument?
I believe it was in September.
September of last year.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when was the trip to Hawaii? In what month?
June.
When did it end?
July.
What was the argument about?
I did not want to be friends with
Why?
her daughter anymore.
Why?
Because I did not like the way that I was treated around them.
Like what? What do you mean?
There were just comments that were constantly made about the way that I lived my life and my family and the money that my mother earned, and I just did not want to be a part of it anymore.
And you told, what's Miss Lewis's daughter's name?
Bree.
Where did you have this discussion with her that you didn't want to be friends anymore?
I did not have a discussion with her. I unfollowed her on a social media.
That must have been after something happened, Miss Tully.
I just decided that I didn't want to be friends with her. She went away to college and I stayed home for college. We didn't have any contact. We didn't talk.
What happened after you came back from Hawaii?
We talked maybe once or twice because I went out of town with my grandparents and stayed with them for about 3 or 4 weeks and then returned home for school.
During that 3 or 4 week period, did either Miss Lewis or Bree contact you about any money that you owed them?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. What happened after you came back from Hawaii?
We talked maybe once or twice because I went out of town with my grandparents and stayed with them for about 3 or 4 weeks and then returned home for school.
During that 3 or 4 week period, did either Miss Lewis or Bree contact you about any money that you owed them?
No, Your Honor.
On what date did you unfriend her daughter?
I do not remember the exact date.
You remember the month?
I believe it was September. It could have been October, though. I'm not 100% sure, though.
Do you remember?
Yeah, it was in September. September 28th, I believe.
So now I'd like you to tell me, Miss Lewis, what you're suing her for is $375 because you say you went to some events while you were in Hawaii that you purchased tickets for, I don't know, dolphin shows or whatever else you paid for, and she was supposed to pay you back. I want you to show me when the first time was that you requested the return of this money.
I did not request the return of the money first. Irene contacted me because we had already made a discussion about the money and her paying me back, and she did let me know that she was going to Rhode Island with her family, so she wouldn't be able to start working again until she got home. Therefore, she couldn't start making payments until she was working, and I understood that.
Was that in a phone conversation?
A text conversation, correct.
I'd like to see that.
Yes, ma'am.
That makes it easy. Oh.
Is that not what I'm supposed to do? No. She told me to earlier. Sorry. I apologize.
That's okay.
Well, you clearly knew before you went to Rhode Island that you owed her some money, because that's what it says here.
Okay.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I didn't. Okay. So we were supposed to go to Hawaii, and I was
listen
told.
to me. Listen to me.
Okay.
You clearly knew based on this text, hey, I'm heading home from Rhode Island today, so can you send me what I owe you from Hawaii? That's what you wrote to her on Sunday, July 31st.
Okay.
So you clearly knew that you owed her some money. And at some point, she responds on August 10th, I added it together and it was $375. And then you ask her for a breakdown. She gave you a breakdown. And some of it looks legitimate and some of it I can see why you might question.
Okay.
Did you go to a snorkel trip in a luau?
Your
Okay,
Honor.
so that's $125. You don't dispute that. She paid for it, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you did go to see the sea lions.
Yes, Your Honor.
And she paid for that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm taking off $20 for food because that's ridiculous. What's a $25 baggage fee?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I paid for my baggage.
Okay. What's the $25 baggage fee?
Ma'am, she paid for her baggage one way, not the other way. She couldn't afford it, so she asked me if I'd add it to her total, and I agreed to.
Do you recall that?
I do not, Your Honor.
Well, she does. And what is $25 yard house? What is that?
She was supposed to pay for her own food at meals out. I did try to make it easier on her because she was the only one that was struggling financially, so I went ahead and bought a lot of groceries at the grocery store and cooked many meals in the condo to save money.
So what is yard house?
It's a restaurant.
Do you remember the yard house?
Yes, Your Honor. I remember going to dinner there.
Okay. And did the plaintiff pay for that dinner?
Yes, Your Honor, but my meal was not $25.
I don't know what it was. $250. Okay, so you acknowledge that there were certain expenses that you had, and I've taken some off that I actually can't justify. But that's still $250.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay?
Okay.
Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done. Mr. Hazelton, the defendant is your mother, and it is your claim that she had you falsely arrested a little over a year ago for both stealing her property and for assaulting your sister, who tried to intervene and prevent you from taking her television. That's what the case is about. You spent, according to you, 6 days in jail. You finally bailed yourself out, and you want to be compensated for that. That's
That
what
is
the case
correct,
is
Your
about.
Honor.
Okay. Prior to being arrested last year, when you were arrested on your mother's complaint, how many times had you been arrested before?
A bunch.
How many? More than a dozen?
I could say yes.
And were those, at least some of those arrests, drug-related?
No.
Were they alcohol-related?
No.
Were they physically related? Were they assault cases?
Some. But what does that got to pertain to this case?
Everything pertains to this case. Was some of them involving theft?
No.
Was some of them involving trespass?
No.
So they were all involving assault. More than a dozen cases. What I'm gathering now is information. So of the more than a dozen arrests you had, none involved drugs, none involved alcohol, none involved theft, none involved trespass, all involved assault. Is that a yes or a no?
That's a no.
What else did they involve other than assault?
I'm just talking about this case, Your Honor.
I'm talking about who the party. Mr. Hazelton, Officer Byrd tells me that you have had second thoughts about answering the court's questions, and you're asking me to reconsider the dismissal of this case. Is that correct? Mr. Hazelton, Officer Byrd tells me that you have had second thoughts about answering the court's questions, and you're asking me to reconsider the dismissal of this case. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so then let's get back to where I was questioning you before. According to your answers previously, you've been arrested at least a dozen times, none involving drugs. Is that correct?
That is correct.
None involving alcohol.
That is correct.
None involving burglary.
That is correct.
None involving theft.
That is correct.
All involving assault.
That is correct. 3 times. No, my anger gets the best of me.
Well, that's an uncontrollable...
It's an uncontrollable issue.
For which you've been or not been in treatment?
Not.
Is it correct, Ms. Hazelton, that your son never had either a drug or an alcohol problem?
Alcohol.
In October of 2015, Mr. Hazelton, how were you supporting yourself?
By working.
For whom?
Green Star Lawn Maintenance.
How long have you worked for them?
For 38 years off and on.
Are you working for them now?
Yes.
Full time?
Yes.
In the same location?
Yes.
Is that correct?
I think so.
Do you remember on what day you were arrested?
Yeah, I was arrested on May 6, 2015.
Where?
In Henry County.
Is that where you live?
I lived, yes.
What time were you arrested?
About 12:20 in the morning, yeah.
In the morning? And you were at home?
I was at home, right?
And you were arrested on the complaint of your mother and or your sister? Or just your mother?
I was arrested on my mother and sister's complaint stating that I walked in an unlocked door, used the restroom. Upon leaving the restroom, stole the TV out of my mom's room, hit my sister 3 times in the face, and left with the TV.
Okay, you're the sister.
No.
Where is the sister?
She's passed away.
Were you at home that day?
No.
So the sister that you allegedly assaulted is no longer here.
No.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
And I gather from your answer that you were not at home when this took place.
No.
Did you have a conversation with your daughter when you got home?
She was holding an ice.
Just a second. Did you have a conversation with her?
Yes.
At what time did you get home on, it would be the 5th
Right.
of May? What time did you get home?
Between probably 9:30 and 9:45, I was playing bingo.
And at that time, Miss Hazelton, who did you live with?
My daughter lived with me.
How old was she?
Let's see.
She was 52.
Yeah, she was 50.
She was 50 then?
Yeah.
So when you came home, it was 9:30, 9:45, and tell me first what you saw.
I saw her holding an ice pack on her face, and I asked her what happened. And she said Glenn came here to use the bathroom, so she let him in. And in the process of using the restroom, he came out with my 32-inch TV, and she went to stop him, and he hit her in the face. That's what she told me. And I was only in the house maybe 5 minutes before the police were knocking on the door.
Had your daughter called the police?
Yes.
Okay, so she had called the police before you even got home?
Oh, yes.
Do you have the police report?
No, I don't have that.
Do you have the police
Yes, I do.
report? I'd like to see it, sir.
Okay.
Just the police report. You do know that these reports indicate that you were totally uncooperative, had to be placed in a hood, a spit hood, had to be put in an isolation area.
Excuse me,
Are
Your
you
Honor.
telling me that you were not high on some sort of drug or alcohol that night when they came to your home to arrest you?
Excuse me, Your Honor. Let me first say this.
I asked you a question, Mr. Hazelton. We had
no,
an
I was
agreement.
not high.
We
No, I
had-
was not high. No, I was not on no drugs, okay?
Okay.
My actions speak louder than words. I was arrested, hauled off to jail, ripped out of my bed in my underwear, and you're telling me for a crime I did not commit, how would you react? And the charges were dismissed, not by the judge, by the public defender, the state's attorney, because I didn't steal the TV that my mom said. And my mother sat there and said she's seen me in a while. She hasn't seen me in 7 years. And it's just, or it came out of her in the police report, and she states that. And my sister said 2 different signs. She said she came home on an ice pack, but there's no bruises or marks on her. I hit her 3 times. It's all a lie. And why don't they look in her question and call me and ask me, did I do this? They know where I live. You know, they're trying to give me 46 years for this TV. My life is a little more than 46 years, okay? Or acting out in jail or whatever. I didn't do it, and this is the reason I'm suing my mother. I'm out $2,500. I could have gone after her for penal stolen damages.
Your case is dismissed, Mr. Hazelton. You have no case against your mother. We're finished here. Let me understand your case, Miss Wilson. You signed a 1-year lease to rent a room.
That's correct.
In a house where the defendant was living. According to your complaint, she signed the lease and you signed the lease. That was when? In what month and year?
The latter part of April of this year.
And you moved in and gave her a security deposit of how much?
$1,100.
And was that the amount of money you were being charged monthly for the room?
Yes, Your Honor.
Turns out Miss Porter was not the owner of the house. She was a renter. And you were given notice by the owner of the house that the house was being sold and you had to vacate.
Yes, Your Honor.
In what month and year?
June 2018, Your Honor.
When in June did Miss Porter tell you that you had to move?
She notified me by written notice July the 30th.
So you knew in June, but notified her in July?
I notified her 30 days, yes, Your Honor, in July.
And did you, Miss Wilson, pay your rent for May, June, and July?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you moved out when?
August 9th.
Pursuant to your notification from your landlord?
Absolutely.
And you understood that.
I didn't find out she was moving until she put the note on my door July 30th.
But she said she gave you notice July 30th that you had to be out on August 30th?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Were you out on August 30th?
No, Your Honor.
Were you out on September 30th?
No, Your Honor. I was in litigation with the owner.
You still live there in September?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you pay rent?
No, Your Honor.
Did you live there in October?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you pay rent?
No, Your Honor. I had a case going on with the owner of the house. I didn't know that she wasn't the owner of the house.
Listen to me. I just laid it all out so I understand exactly where you're coming from. Are you still living in the house?
Yes, Your Honor. I have until the end of
November. Did you pay rent in November?
No, Your Honor.
And you're still living there?
Yes, as according to the agreement with the owner.
Listen, Miss Wilson, you see this body has been sitting behind a bench for a very long time. I know exactly what's going on. In your agreement with the owner, did you agree to pay your back rent of September, October, and November?
No,
the answer is no.
No. I had an agreement with her, not the owner. I never even knew there was an owner until August.
Miss Wilson, you're not getting any money. I want you to understand. Zippo, not a penny from her. You already made the owner of the premises take you to court to get you out because you're a squatter, because you live there September, October, and November, and you're not paying $1,100 a month to anybody.
She breached an agreement. I thought she was the owner when I signed that lease.
I don't care what you thought.
A whole year.
Listen to me.
I have the lease right here, Your Honor. She signed a year's lease with me, saying that she was the owner.
You're not getting any money. You have to pay rent to somebody. Miss Wilson, you have to pay rent to somebody. So if you're not paying rent to her, then you pay rent to the owner. You don't become a squatter.
Your Honor,
everybody pays rent. You're not getting any money. A Zippo.
The agreement that I have.
A Zippo.
The agreement that I have with the owner, Honor, says that I don't pay rent.
Listen to me.
I won the agreement with the owner that says I don't have to pay rent as long as I'm out by December the 31st.
I know exactly what you did. I know exactly what you did. You held up the owner and you said, I'm not moving, and you made the owner take you to court, get a lawyer.
That's not true. I didn't have anywhere to go. They kept my money.
Miss Wilson, you had plenty of money. You had $3,300 that you didn't pay in rent for the months of September, October, November that you lived rent-free, unless you can show me you paid somebody for rent.
They wouldn't accept any money, Your Honor.
Goodbye, Miss Wilson. Your case is dismissed. I know exactly what you did. Miss Parrish, Miss Williams is your sister.
Yes.
Older sister, younger sister?
Older.
How old are you?
21.
And you?
23.
You claim a loan to your sister.
Yes.
A loan that you gave her $400 in March of this year.
Yes.
You needed something for rent or her bills or whatever. It's really not urgently important because Miss Williams acknowledges that you made a loan to her in the amount of $400 in March, correct?
Right.
So you needed money, you asked your sister, she helped you.
Yes.
You didn't pay her back in March, didn't pay her back in April.
No.
Right? And didn't pay her back in May. Your defense to this is that your sister vandalized your car.
Yes.
She vandalized your car with a rock. She got angry with you. You'll tell me about it. And you have a counterclaim. Your counterclaim is for the damage to your car. I'm sure you have pictures and an estimate, and that the damage far exceeds the amount of the loan.
Right.
Okay. We know that you are owed $400. Do you remember this incident that your sister is talking about in May?
Yes.
And that was towards the end of May of this year?
Mm-hmm.
You remember what date it took place?
The 27th.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Well, she came up to my boyfriend's house and she was honking, and then I went outside, and then she came at me because me and her boyfriend kissed at a party, and she pushed me, I got out of the way, and then she picked up a rock and tried to throw it at me, and then I moved and she hit her own car.
So she picked up a rock and threw it at you, and you say she caused the damage to her own car.
Yes.
Listen.
That doesn't make any sense. I was standing by my car, so how would I have thrown the rock in my own car?
So tell me what happened.
When I got out, she came over there. We're arguing back and forth.
She came over to...
She walked toward the car. She was standing by the driveway.
Okay. You went to her house.
Her boyfriend's house.
Where she was staying.
Right.
And you knew that she was there. What did you go there for?
To confront her for what she did.
Well, you didn't see what she did, but I assume you heard what she did.
My boyfriend admitted to it. So that's why I went over there to confront her.
So you went over to your kid sister's house because you thought she was fooling around with your boyfriend, who confessed to you that he was fooling around with your sister.
Right.
By the way, what did you say or do to your boyfriend?
Well, that's a different story. We got into it before I went over there. But at the end of the day, that's my sister, so I would have taken more from her. So that's why I went to go confront her.
Well, that's true. So you expect nothing from your boyfriend so that you're not disappointed.
I was more than disappointed with him, but I was more disappointed with her because that's my sister.
I don't disagree with you. I think that that's probably logical, that you would expect more from your sister than you would do from a boy. Because how old are you? No morals. They think with a different organ than most people. But I can understand that. So you went over there to your sister's house where she was staying and you drove there. What did you do?
I started honking the horn, and then she came out. And
so she came out of the house, and you are where?
By my car. I walked around it, so I'm by the back door.
And then what happened?
We're going back and forth, yelling, calling each other names. She got mad because I told her that I would sleep with her boyfriend because of what she did. So that's when she threw the rock. And I ducked, not ducked, but moved out the way, and then it hit the car.
Well, you really didn't mean that when you said that.
No, I wouldn't.
Because that would be really stupid.
Yeah.
Then you would be the fool, right?
Right.
Have you spoken to each other since?
No.
Okay. Can I see photographs of the car, please? What kind of rock caused this damage?
Like a little boulder. It was like a large rock. Like there's like a little garden and there's rocks around it, and that's the one she grabbed.
Do you have an estimate for fixing it?
Yeah.
$816. Minus $400 is $416. So you lost the loan, and she's getting her car fixed. Judgment on the counterclaim in the amount of $416. We're finished. Thank you. Ms. Hill, you're the owner of a rental property that the defendant was renting from you since 2015.
Correct.
What kind of rental property is it?
A single-family home.
Do you own the home?
I do.
When did you purchase it?
In 2012.
Did you purchase it as a rental property?
I did not. I lived in the residence before renting it to the defendant.
Who did you live there with?
My daughter.
And why did you move out?
I was relocated for work, so I moved to Florida.
How much did you pay for the house?
I bought the house from an auction for about $13,000.
And did you put any money into it?
I did. I put about $20,000 into the home.
And you lived in it after you purchased it and after you renovated it with your daughter from 2012 to 2015 when you leased it to the defendant.
That is correct.
So it was renovated in 2012.
That is correct.
Is your claim that when the defendant moved out, she left extensive damage in the house? The defendant says there wasn't extensive damage. Whatever was there, it was normal wear and tear. So do you have photographs of the house from when you moved out?
I do not.
Tell me when the defendant moved out.
June of 2017.
And she notified you she didn't want to renew her lease?
She notified the property manager at the time.
How much was rent?
Her rent was $800. Initially started in the first lease as $750.
But at the last year was $800?
That's correct.
Where were you moving to?
I was moving back home with my mother to help her out because she had just a few months previous to that and lost her husband, and I was.
So you were moving back with your mother?
Yeah.
How many people lived in the house?
Me, my 3 kids, and the other tenant.
You had 2 tenants in the house?
I had 2 adult tenants, yes.
Did the other tenant remain?
No, they moved into the property together and they moved out of the property together.
Is this someone that you are a friend to?
This is my cousin.
When you moved out in June, you received, according to your complaint, a notification that you should come out to see the house.
That's correct. When the defendant moved out of the property, I was notified by
Did you do a walkthrough with the property manager when you moved out?
We did a walkthrough in May when it came out.
What day in June did you move out?
I moved out June 1st.
I would like to see a copy of the walkthrough.
They didn't give me no copy.
Do you have a copy of the walkthrough?
I do not. I just have photos of the walkthrough from the day she moved out.
May I see them?
Yes.
Who's writing on the walls?
My 8-year-old daughter.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
Who told her that that was an appropriate thing to do, to write on somebody else's walls?
Each time she done it, she was put on punishment for it.
This isn't a one-shot deal of her writing on the walls. She wrote on the walls often, at different times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who was supervising her?
Who was supervising her?
That's my question. You have the answer.
She might have been upstairs after she left the bathroom or whatever.
Show this to the defendant, please, and tell me who did that to the blinds.
Okay, these blinds, I see the pictures, and...
Who did that to the blinds?
My same 8-year-old.
Who did this to the walls? Holes in the walls.
By me living there, I will take responsibility for the holes in the wall. Same person I just showed you about the other 2 is the same one who was doing all the damage.
What happened to the kitchen cabinets?
Okay, where you see the paint coming off at, it was painted gray, and by me cleaning the cabinets with bleach, the bleach, what they did was damage the cabinet, and the paint started coming off, and that's why the cabinets was like that.
You have communication from the property manager?
Yes.
I'd like to see it.
That was the afternoon of the walkthrough where...
Could you please show this to the defendant?
He and the contractor took photos and also gave me the estimate amount of damages.
That's not true. With that picture.
Is she living with you now?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
How does she and her children treat your property?
They treat it all right.
Well, who taught her to treat other people's property like this?
Nobody.
Did you have the place fixed?
I have.
Do you have the receipts for me?
I do. Would you like the receipts or would you like I have a breakdown of everything?
Well, I would like the actual receipts.
Okay.
Did you re-rent the property or are you selling it?
The property has not been rented again because of the pest. So when she left the property, she left it infested with bed bugs, roaches, and mice. So on the initial visit to Ohio to take care of the property and restore it, we were not able to do any of the work on that initial visit because when we walked through, we had 5 contractors with us and at least a dozen mice scurried across the floor. We also noticed that there was a roach infestation. We called out the exterminator and then he advised us that there was also a bed bug infestation.
Charging for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. We're finished. Mr. Smith, how did you meet the plaintiff?
The plaintiff was a friend of a friend. Approximately 3 years ago, my cat needed babysitting, so I initiated her. I re-met her again a year ago.
And when you say you initiated something a year ago, tell me what it was that you initiated.
I had purchased a 100-year-old house, and I was conversing with my friends, and she was present about the problems I was having with fixing the house up. I had hired an inspector, but he didn't do a good job. I needed plumbing, a roof, electrical. There was no foundation on my house.
Were you living there?
I was residing there, yes.
With all those things not being there, no foundation, no plumbing, nothing.
They were operational, but not totally functional.
Now we're going to get back how you came to her to help you with all these problems. Stop playing with the papers. There are more papers there than in the Supreme Court.
He's got a long history, Your Honor. Sorry.
This is going to be very short. Trust me.
I hired an agent to redo the roof, which I knew needed. She offered to do it. She said she was a contractor. She said
she offered to do the roof herself, or to?
That's what she offered with a crew of hers.
With a crew?
Correct. But she doesn't have a contractor's license, and she's been on disability since 1992. And I gave her a small portion of the job to put in a solar tube light in the roof.
Did you hire her to do the roof job?
Yeah, I did pay her, yes.
How much?
About $25,000.
To act as a GC, general contractor, getting crews to do things in the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you acknowledge, Ms. Smith, that you were paid to do some GC work, general contracting work in his house?
No, I was not, Your Honor.
You were never paid?
I reimbursed employees that
Don't try to double talk me. Were you ever paid by Mr. Smith for work that you or crews hired by you did on his house?
No, Your Honor. I helped him hire the people. He said he needed people, and he wanted me to oversee the workers for work on his house. I did not employ him myself. He did.
Just a second. I got it. I got it. I got her. I got it. I got her. How much do you get from disability a month? Tell me.
I don't get disability.
You don't get any kind of disability. Be very careful. You don't get any kind of disability.
I had disability. That's why I met Mr. Smith.
Just a second. I asked you a question. What year did you start to collect disability?
I was injured at one time in 1992.
1992. Mm-hmm. In what year, which is even more interesting, did you stop collecting disability?
2015.
So, according to you, until shortly before you started to do work for him, you were collecting disability.
I did not work.
Now tell me why your disability benefits were cut off last year.
That has nothing to do with this case.
Oh, it has everything to do with this case. It has everything to do with your last answer. Because when I ask you, well, you paid money to GC, and you start dancing around because if you were paid $25,000 to GC a project, even though you paid other people, then you committed fraud on the federal government. They're going to come looking for you. It has everything to do with this case. You want to tell me why your disability was stopped, if it was?
It had nothing to do with my case with him.
Really? Your case is dismissed. You may be hustling for a long time, Ms. Smith, but you don't hustle me. You don't hustle me. You don't answer my questions, your case is dismissed. Now, according to you, you let her stay in the house while she was doing some GC work on the house. She of course said in her now dismissed claim that she was a renter and you illegally evicted her and therefore she wants $5,000. That's what her case was about, that
No,
I've
it
just
wasn't.
disposed of. Now we're going to get to your counterclaim. The counterclaim says that she proceeded to, after her keys were taken away, to engage in a course of conduct that was harassment, and at one point she broke into your house and assaulted you. You want to tell me about it?
I allowed her to stay in the room as a guest. She lived 40 miles away. I was trying to help her. She had lack of assets. And she disappeared for 3 weeks, and there was a foul order coming from the room.
When was this? Give me the month.
November.
Okay.
I entered the room. I found stolen property of mine, an old flight suit, camera lenses, dog tags, 7 pairs of scissors. It was a total mess. I decided at this point in time that she had been gone for 3 weeks with no communication. Perhaps it was time I changed the locks. She arrives home. She doesn't even try the locks. She climbs under the house where the foundation wasn't yet, into the basement, into the kitchen, upstairs, pummeled me, grabbed my laptop, and ran away.
Did you call the police?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a police report?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to take a look at it.
I'll provide you with all the police.
No, don't give me everything. Just give me the first police report when she came in and came into the house. When was the last time you had any contact with her?
In court, approximately 3 weeks ago.
What court?
She had filed another motion to dismiss my protection order. She showed up late beyond the roll call and argued with the judge that she was there, and when she wasn't.
You filed the protective order. Was it finally granted?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long do you have the protective order for?
A year starting March of this year.
And that's to keep her away from your house?
And no contact me.
And no Would you put the papers down? Is there any reason whatsoever that you would want to have any contact whatsoever with Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor. I filed a protection order against Mr. Smith in December of 2015.
Was it granted?
Yes, it was.
For how long?
For 30 days, and I came down with
Just a
ocular
second.
migraines and could not make the hearing.
I don't care. It was dismissed. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, just like his
Fine.
order, because it was default.
Just
I was not able to make it.
He has an order of protection against you. That means he can't come near you, which he has not. There's no question in my mind that he has not come near you.
Actually, I've got phone calls, Your Honor.
There's no question in my mind that he has not come near you. So what part of put the papers down don't you get? You have no reason to look at papers. I've dismissed your claim. I'm merely addressing the countersuit.
Well, I have evidence for the countersuit, Your Honor.
You do?
Yes, I do.
I want you to tell me how you got into the house in November when you found that the locks were changed.
I was not informed the locks were changed, Your Honor. I have...
I want you to tell me how you got into the house in November when the locks were changed.
That day earlier, the day before, when I was driving there, or actually from 3 days before, Mr. Smith was locked out of the house. He called and he wanted me to come home because he wanted me to let him in the house because he had lost his key.
Yes.
And then he had told me that he had crawled under the house. Well, when I came back in town, I was only gone for 3 days. And I have text messages and his employees that worked under me the day before, he had taken my purse. Mr. Stevens had my purse and had sent it over to Marshall's house, which was my house, because I'd left it in Cooley Down with him, and he had sent it.
Mr. Smith, when was the last contact you had with her?
Approximately 3 weeks ago.
And that was...
At the hearing.
Okay, so this is really what you...
Yes, ma'am.
Pay careful attention. This is really what you have to do. You have to tell your lawyer that at some point, your lawyer has to move before the court not to allow her, without a judge okaying it first, to file a petition against you, to reinstate her protective order, to vitiate your protective order. Sometimes when people file serial orders and there's something wrong with them, judges will do that. They will say, before a clerk can file anything, it needs a judge's counter-signature. Do you understand? What does that mean?
I would like to make one short comment.
Yes.
The judge at the last hearing stated she's a vexatious litigant.
I mean, those are nice words. If they were said, that doesn't mean an order
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
by a judge that says, before you may file another proceeding against Marshall Smith, you must get judicial approval to do that, which
I got
means the
that, Your
judge
Honor.
has to look at the allegations, look at the history of the case, and say, not again on my watch. Do you understand? Your counterclaim is dismissed. You have an attorney. Your claim is for sure dismissed. We're done.